Richard.
Motherfucker. I am telling you for the last time, you can't do this to me.
We'll do what?
Keep walking and then you'll fall off the fucking pier.
Come on, man, right this way.
Oh, don't fucking order me around, you little piece of shit. Why? Why should I follow you?
Because this is
You're gonna put me in a green room with no food.
We're going to put you in another green
After
room.
hear Howard say, oh, I guess Richard wants to come in the show after 30 years. I helped him get a show.
Yes.
If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have a fucking show.
So what's going on, man?
Everything. You want to know what's going on?
Yeah.
I think Curb's going to come back. I have a feeling. I have a couple of projects of my own. I'm touring endlessly, and I can still have intercourse.
Richard Lewis is here. He's on his Misery Loves Company tour. Richard was recently saying that he hates getting older. And I understand. I went to the dentist yesterday. Oh, there he is. A lot of the guys were commenting on the way Richard dresses. They say he always wears a Nehru jacket. He still has Nehru.
Well, this is what's aging him.
Yeah, that's what's aging you. You would look much younger if you got
quite
that.
a nice hello after 6 months.
Why do you always say the guys
By the way,
want
I
to know?
got to take a shit. Is there a private John?
You can use it. It's for you.
Hi, guys.
there.
I was listening to that. You know, you have perfect right. No one should sit on that fucking toilet but you and maybe and your cast.
No, I have a
Well,
private
he has
bathroom.
his own.
Oh, of course you would, but
I have my
don't
own.
want to have some strange asshole sitting on a toilet. First of all, you know, it's not right.
We set up that bathroom for our guests.
I'm an elitist when it comes to moving my bowels.
Well, honestly, I'm going to tell you something.
Can I sit down?
Yeah, sit down. That bathroom was set up for guests, actually, and it's pretty embarrassing when the guests show up and there's shit on the floor. Like one of our guys shits on the floor. Is that a tattoo on your hand?
Huh?
Is that a tattoo on your hand?
No,
Or
it's
do you get ink,
it's writing jokes and shit.
Oh, you're
all
writing
day long.
jokes. That's
well, no,
all.
millions of but
Are you trying to show people what you do for a living by keeping ink on your hands? You're saying, "Hey, look, I'm a writer. Two things we notice about you. You always wear Nehru jacket, like a Nehru kind of look.
Yeah.
The guys notice.
It's a
It's
little
not me.
homage to Lenny Bruce. He used to wear them a lot, and I like the look anyway.
You dress like Lenny Bruce.
I'm not a fucking whack job. I like Nehru.
Do you
You're
wear,
not a whack job? You're willing to go out on a limb like that?
That was a stretch.
Do you wear Nehru in honor of Lenny Bruce? Is that what you're here to say?
I saw him in a jacket once, and I went to look for a Nehru jacket, and I found about 8 or 9 different types, so I bought them all.
See, I thought you were a fan of the Emperor of Japan, not Lenny Bruce.
By the way, for the shit, you can take a DNA test and find out whose shit it is on the floor.
And the other thing guys noticed about Richard Lewis,
I
these are
love
my
when you
guys.
listen to me. I'll say like I committed suicide. You go, you don't like minor birds, do you?
I don't listen to you.
It's fine. I love it.
Like, do you wear a top hat in honor of Lincoln? I mean, what else, how else do you dress?
Who else are you honoring with your garb?
Yeah.
Well, I'm wearing the
It's a
tramp
tribute.
outfit.
But you're one of the few.
Keaton hat.
That's really an unusual thing, really.
I'm like Jewish Carrot Top now.
You love Lenny Bruce, and you dress like him because out of homage, I guess.
Well, look, Peter Sellers wore Nehru outfits.
Do you love Nehru?
Gandhi.
You love Nehru. This
Love
jacket.
Nehru.
This
Well,
jacket.
Gandhi wore a diaper.
Yeah.
Well, over a big diaper.
No, it's very interesting because he does. He wears Nehru all the time.
I think I'm one of the best dressed comics that ever lived. What do you think of that theory?
I don't believe
you see
that.
these schmendricks come in here.
You look good, though. You always have a nice look. And the other thing is, too, your smell is unique. And Gary said to me, all the guys are saying, Richard always comes in, he has this very soapy smell.
A soapy
It's not
smell.
soapy, thank you.
What is it?
That's not.
What is it, a cologne?
Aqua de Silva. I've worn it for 40 years.
But you put a lot on. I mean, it's part of who
I'll
you
tell you
are.
the truth. I put a funnel in my ass and it's everywhere.
Aqua?
You want to know something really bad?
De Silva.
Every chick that I went out with since college loved it.
Wrong.
My wife hates it.
Of course.
Know what she feels? It smells like soap.
It's soapy. I feel like
she feels like you, and it pisses me off.
feels like you're overly showered in some way.
That's what she says. It pisses me off. Every other person I cheated on everyone but my wife, and the one woman who I finally marry hates the way I smell.
But you realize what it is. Women shouldn't really be that aware of that smell.
Why
in other
not?
words, you're probably putting too much on.
I put a whole shitload on.
Yeah, I mean, I can smell it from here.
You can't, can you?
Yeah. You know, you recently said you hate getting older, and I was at
Who likes it?
Yeah, I was at the dentist yesterday.
Yeah.
Now, I've been having a thing that whenever I drink something really cold, it hurts my tooth, like a cavity. So
You're
I said,
getting that pain.
well, I had this
Hey,
pain.
maybe you have a nerve problem.
Maybe I had a problem. So they took x-rays. They don't see anything. The guy figured out, Dr. Kaufman figured out. He says to me, when you get older, your gum starts to recede a little bit.
That's true. I heard that too.
Yeah.
You're
But
nervous
20 years ago, I heard
exposed?
that.
Yeah, he goes, it's nothing, you know, they put some stuff on it, but it's horrible, right? Getting older. You don't like it.
I have a torn rotator cuff, torn
at you.
bicep, I had a hernia.
You're a mess.
A ball popped out of my groin. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a tumor.
Did you get an operation?
Yes, so I went back because it's hurting for the last year. So the doctor, who's a genius,
Right.
he brings in a protege. So they both put each finger, one put up one ball and one on the other one. I almost had a fucking heart attack.
Why do they each need to put a finger on your balls? Do you think
Because
you're a
he's
celebrity?
showing the protege how to do a
Why
hernia
on
test.
you?
But
Why do you have to
you're
be
a
the
celebrity.
crash
I would
test
imagine
dummy?
you must be. You should be treated a certain way.
Well,
Only
I swear
one
to God, this is
finger.
the truth.
Right.
When you go for a physical, you got to take urine. You give you urine.
Yeah.
For 30 years, because I'm such a hypochondriac, they give you this little thing where you're supposed to take. I don't know how you do it. You're supposed to put it under your ass while you're taking a dump, and then take a little piece of a fudgicle stick and smear it, and then take another side of the stool and smear it, and then do the same thing for 2 days in a row. It's so because you gotta catch the shit while it falls out.
What are they testing your shit for?
I don't know, cancer, polio. I don't fucking know.
Polio?
I'm gonna die eventually.
Do you think you can detect polio for your shit?
Maybe.
He's got polio of the
But
anus.
here,
Your doctor has you shit on a little stick.
No, you gotta catch the manure like a butterfly net.
Yeah.
And then you take it comes with a stick. You take, and it says the directions are hilarious.
I think they're fucking with you.
One piece of duty.
Yeah.
It doesn't say duty.
Right.
One piece of stool from one half of your stool.
Right.
And then the other half. And then do it the same thing the next day and mail it in. So I went to my doctor. I said, do you think Jack Nicholson and Liz Taylor are shitting on this and doing this with fudgicle sticks?
So did they find anything
No,
in
know
your
what
stool?
the doctor told me?
What?
You're the only guy in 30 years who's ever sent this shit in.
I knew
Nobody
it.
else does.
Oh, no one else. They'd rather die than catch their shit in their own
Of
hands.
course. I mean,
So I'm never going to do it again.
oh my God, I'm
But
so
you look
sorry
in pretty
for
good
you.
health. How's your wife?
My wife's great. My marriage is good.
Yeah, mine too. We got married. Well, this is your second one, but this is you're set. I'm set.
This is your second marriage too, right?
I would never give this one up.
But this is your second marriage.
What's
Isn't
this
it?
theory? No, I never got married.
You never got married
he
before?
was never
I
married
never
before.
wanted to get married.
You
I didn't
cheated
want-
though when you would date women. You were supposedly monogamous, but you
I
would cheat
cheated on everyone.
You would cheat on them all.
Everyone.
Everyone.
I'm not proud of it. I was a sex addict.
When you read about Sandra Bullock's husband cheating, when you read about Tiger Woods, or David Letterman even, you're not
Yeah.
surprised. You had
But
to be
wait a minute.
surprised
He
with
just
Letterman.
he just said he was a
Wait.
sex addict.
Wait a second. You were surprised with Letterman, weren't you?
I don't know Dave that well, so I don't know his personal. I'm not surprised that anyone fucks around because I think men are. I think men are. I'm not a scientist about this shit, but I think men want to fuck as much as they can.
Right.
But
Okay?
you consider yourself a sex addict?
Here's the difference. I was a sex addict when I went from one woman to another because that was it. It was a conquest, like another line of blow. But when you're in one relationship and you want to be, and I don't want to commit adultery, then it's great if you can become a sex addict with the same woman, like Howard keeps saying on the he loves to fuck and all that.
Right,
he doesn't
right.
masturbate. He saves his sperm, which to me is like a joke.
Right.
You don't save sperm.
I didn't
He
say
didn't
save
say
my
this.
sperm.
I heard you once say you save up your sperm.
No, I said you save up your desire. In other words, if you keep
that's right, you did say that.
if you keep beating off, then you don't want to be with the same woman.
Never stops me. I beat off a lot, and I still can
You
get
still
up.
beat off
I love beating off.
at your age. You haven't matured at all.
When do you do
What am I in
this?
Yiddish theater? Of course I
wanna
jerked
know,
off.
how do you-
I jerked
when-
off this morning.
Did you?
Really?
Fucking A.
That's why I won't shake your hand.
No, I was.
What did you think about when you jerked off?
I think about, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
I can get an erection at any time I want. But I
for
think
you.
about dirty, I think about the worst women, and that would hurt, sadly, my wife the most. And I get hard in a minute.
Girls with swastikas on them.
Like
that
Desi
I don't
James's
like.
girl?
But you know, I heard about that Bullock thing.
Yeah.
How can you not know that something's going on? It's hard for me to believe.
Well, first of all, she's an actress that was away for several
Months
months.
at a time.
You know,
Right.
to making these movies. So she really isn't that aware. And,
Wow,
you
too
know,
bad.
it's
But
unbelievable.
when he's doing it while she's in the garage, because that's kind
Is
of
that what he
crazy
said?
not
I missed
to know.
that.
That's what
They were
one of
fucking
the,
while she was...
Yeah, he was taking girls in the garage office while she was in the other part.
All right.
Listen,
All right.
I know you hate anti-Semitism, but
Well,
if a
of course,
really
and
hot,
racism.
if a really hot chick
Yeah.
It's going to blow you.
It was,
But,
and
all right,
it was
but-
a neo-Nazi?
But she sees white power. You see white power on the back of
She's
her
got the
legs.
I don't get
swastika
blowjobs
on the
from
arm.
Nazis.
You don't get blowjobs from Nazis?
Never.
I would take the blowjob from the Nazi. I would.
Oh, you would?
I'd be honest. Yeah, afterwards, I would scold her, but
In other words, you'd come and scold?
yeah, if she was really super hot and I'm banging her and I see the swastika on the back, I'm
Yeah, but
going
you're
to
only
finish.
half Jewish. I'm totally Jewish. It's not allowed.
Maybe
It's in
that's
the
what
Torah.
it is. Why?
But I'm-
what cured your sex addiction? Was
Yeah,
it
that's
going?
what I wanted to
I'll
know.
tell you
Did
what
you
it cured
get
it.
treatment?
Was it going to therapy?
No, getting sober.
Getting sober.
Because here's the deal about Tiger Woods and all these guys. First of all, if he wasn't married, he should do whatever the fuck he wants.
Of course.
It's consequences. These people don't know. They don't think they're going to get caught. It's a fucking joke.
Right.
It always catches up with you.
And a sex addict.
And whoever you're fucking, I used to fuck a circus clown.
That's true. I know that's true. You're not making a
I
joke.
actually told this story yesterday. I don't mean to repeat it on some show.
Go ahead.
But I won't do the thing. It's not a routine.
Well, tell me.
There was a circus, a 6'1", high heels, black stockings, black bra, dark, hot red lipstick.
Right. She was good looking.
Unbelievable.
And much
I
taller
wasn't
than
married
you.
at the time.
She was 6'1".
Yeah, great in bed.
Right.
But she was 70 miles from Hollywood.
Right.
And I said, do I have to really drive 140 miles round trip when I can jerk off in 8 seconds?
Right. But you're compelled. It's not even about the sex. It's the
No, it's the
addiction to
it's-
people.
It's like an addiction. It's like you want
Right.
it. It's sad. But here's the difference. And I know I sound great, like Gandhi here. But if you get a blowjob from somebody,
right.
okay? So this is what happened once. It was during the Jewish holidays,
Right.
and this girl was cooking a brisket to break the Yom Kippur fast.
She was a Jewish circus clown.
Yes.
Wow. You don't hear about that a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The Tubby soundtrack.
So she was cooking.
But if you make love with somebody or get a blowjob, your penis is responsible, not just feeling, for your girlfriend,
Right.
but for the woman who just blew you.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So it's a three-way problem going on. So this really happened. The woman said that the tall man who loved me was a fan of mine.
In the circus.
Yeah.
The
He's
world's
7'9".
tallest. 7'9".
He had a thyroid problem.
Right.
He died.
Wait
and
a second.
he asked her that in his will it had, I want Richard Lewis to be a pallbearer.
The 7'9" guy
Yeah,
wanted
so when
you.
I went there, we fucked. She says, Tall Teddy died. I said, Tall Teddy died? I'm sorry to hear about that. I liked him. Because I went to see her once perform. I had to do that.
So you knew all the other circus performers.
Yes, the midgets and the dwarfs.
You weren't ashamed to
No, but
take
Tall
her in
Teddy
public.
died.
Right.
And she says, and we just had intercourse. I didn't,
Right.
and my Jewish girlfriend at the time
Right.
was making food
Brisket.
to break the fast.
Okay.
I'm not that religious, but I fasted because I wanted to diet too.
Okay, I see. So the girl.
But I didn't go.
The circus clown wasn't Jewish. It was your girlfriend.
No,
Right. Yeah.
way not Jewish.
Oh, okay. Now I got it.
I said shalom. She thought I was saying menorah. She had no clue what I was fucking saying.
So
she wanted me to sleep over and go to the
Teddy's
funeral with her,
Right.
to hold Tall Teddy's casket. And I said, "There's no fucking way." But she says, "We just fucked, and you're not doing me a favor." I went, "My wife." Not my wife. That was a Freudian slip.
Right. My girlfriend's making
My
brisket.
girlfriend is making a brisket. She didn't know what brisket was.
Right.
The whole thing was a mistake. I'm screwing someone who doesn't know what brisket is, doesn't know what Yom Kippur is.
In other words,
I can't take it anymore. So I did all that shit, didn't you?
If you weren't a sex addict, in other words, you wouldn't sit and drive 80 miles to get a woman.
No.
You wouldn't be fucking.
Well, I would probably, if I was
you wouldn't be fucking a circus clown, is what
No,
you're
I
saying.
would if she was within 10-mile radius.
Yeah.
You got to be a fucking clown yourself to drive 75 miles.
But yet you claim, with all the women that you would go after, with all the wrong types of women, still the swastika would have kept you away, even with your sex addiction.
There's no blowjob with a SWAT sticker on someone.
Then you're
right.
no addict.
I wonder if
That's true.
I'm
Good
sure you're
point.
no expert in this, but I wonder if Tall Teddy's feet stuck out of the casket, or do they actually build? Do they?
Did
I
they
didn't see.
cut
I didn't
off
go to the
his feet?
funeral.
Did they cut off his feet? You think?
They could have chopped him at the ankles.
You want to know something? They
Yeah.
do that sometimes. Sometimes if a casket's not big enough.
No, but they can make a big one.
No.
You think Will Chamberlain.
What, do you think they whip those
you
things
think
right
they
up?
folded Will Chamberlain in half?
Will Chamberlain was a wealthy man. I don't think Tall Teddy had
You know, I
those kind of
dated
funds.
somebody who dated Will.
No
Really?
kidding.
You
Yeah,
shared.
back in the 70s.
What'd you
and
say?
I knew Will. He was a good guy.
Right.
But when I found out, I mean, I got an average dick, okay?
Right.
It's not small, it's not gigantic, but it's good.
I could have guessed that. Go ahead.
good.
Yes.
No one's complained.
Right.
But when you're making love with Chamberlain, you got to just do the algebra.
Right.
You got to imagine it's gigantic.
Right.
So I was with this woman, and she says, I said, she says, who are you? Because we were like getting close.
Right.
Who are you dating? I said, well, there's 2 waitresses at the club here, and this actress. She says, I'm dating Wilt Chamberlain. My penis had a panic attack.
Right.
I said, when did you last have intercourse with Wilt? She says, last night.
Wow.
I ran out of the fucking house screaming.
Of course, because you felt competitive, right?
Well, I would have needed a penis posse to go in there.
Let me ask you one more theoretical question. I really want to understand the level of your sex addiction. So you're getting a blowjob. You're in the middle of it.
From the clown or anyone?
In the middle of it, and you see the swastika on the girl's back. You still run out the door?
Yeah, you didn't know it was there.
Well, you know that point in time when your cum has to come?
Right.
Then it's not really me not caring it's a Nazi. It's just it's my cum's fault.
You're somebody who is on top of the scene. You're part of show business. When you heard about the Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno,
You're going to hate me for this.
Why?
Because back in '94, you weren't a fan of Conan. I
like Conan very much.
Oh, now you do?
I
used to rag on him.
I went on Conan's show many times and enjoyed it and said he was one of the best interviewers in late night.
He's a great interviewer.
That's right.
And he's brilliant. But here's my feeling about the show. I think I read what you said, too. I think I agree with you. When you take over the Tonight Show.
Right.
Let's say someone took over your show. You wanted to retire.
That's right.
This is a huge franchise.
Right.
Same thing.
Right.
So if someone takes over the Tonight Show, if you two left, if everybody here left,
right,
and you had to fill someone in, there should be promotion up the fucking ass.
Of course.
They didn't promote Conan.
No, they promoted Jay.
They did.
That's right.
And he got fucked. They didn't give him a fighting chance. I don't know if it would have worked.
Not only didn't they give him a fighting chance, all of the best guests went to the 10 o'clock show.
Because there's more people watching.
And and Jay provided such a shitty lead-in for Conan. I mean, bad.
Well, look, Jay beat Dave, and I'm a Letterman guy. I mean, I've been doing Letterman since '82.
Right.
He's been great to me. But I mean, the point of the matter is, Leno, if you want to count the fucking ratings, he killed Dave.
Right.
Dave would be the first to admit it. I don't even know why they made the fucking move.
I've been fired from jobs. NBC humiliated me.
I saw your movie. It was a good movie, by the way.
Thank you. NBC humiliated me. Movie was made 15 years ago.
You finally saw it.
Well, I was on Quaaludes.
Thank you for watching. When I was at NBC, I was fired.
15 years ago, that movie was?
Yeah. I don't know. 12 years ago.
You look better now than you did then.
Absolutely. And you look better now,
too.
too.
Last time I was here, do you tweeze your eyebrows?
Me?
Did he say that to you?
Yeah. And I could, and I'm
You
still...
do tweeze your eyebrows.
You looked at me, and you said, you tweeze your eyebrows.
And you do.
And then I took my glasses off, and he said, put them back on. You look horrible. Everything I do is wrong. You're like my mother.
No, I'm not.
No, but I do cut my eyebrows when there's like a gray hair.
Yeah.
I puke.
Do you have gray pubes yet?
There's a little area there that's causing me concern.
I'm so sorry.
Well, my wife looks at it and she laughs. It's very hard to maintain an erection when your wife is saying, "What's that patch of gray?"
By the way,
what?
But it looks distinguished.
It's not a fucking toupee.
By the way,
you think you have a toupee? Could you get a toupee for your groin?
Yeah, it's called a merkin.
No, come on, seriously.
That's what it's called. It's called a merkin. It's a pubic wig.
Get out of here.
People get it. People who used to have cancer or chemo and stuff like that, they would get a pubic wig, and
so
they do
you
sell
slip
them.
it over your penis and you glue it on?
That's right. I have one of those. I look like Groucho down there. Anyway,
one of my lines, by the way. You're not gonna. If you lose your hair, would you? I mean, you have some of the greatest hair. I'm getting thin,
don't color
but I'm
my
not
hair.
gonna fucking put anything.
No.
You can see when there's a fucking piece of Brillo in the front. You ever see the guys in the front?
Do you think you're going to lose your hair?
I am. I'm getting thin in the back. Well, I mean, after I pass 60. It's just I'm on borrowed time.
If you get a toupee, it'll be a joke.
I'm never gonna wear it.
You
You
can't.
think I'd ever see you in a toupee? You'd fucking murder me.
And you'd murder me.
I wouldn't. I'd rip it off your head.
I know. So I can't do it.
But what about guys? My father, rest his soul.
Did he
I
have a
used to go
toupee?
shopping with him. Not
No.
at the end. At the end. But I said, I want to get that shirt. He says, let me tell you something, Richard. That shirt's shit. Save up for the good shirt.
Right.
Don't buy the shit shirt. I had this. It's the same theory for a toupee.
Right.
Why do guys wear rugs that look like, two squirrels having oral sex on their fucking
But don't
head?
you think some guys just don't know? They don't have the ability to see themselves, so therefore they don't know they look like
That's
that.
stupid?
Yeah. They don't have that eye. They think that it looks good.
Come on, if there's a little wind that comes up, it spins like a beanie.
Do you think there are guys that wear toupees and they're really good and we don't know it?
I know a lot of actors.
All right, name a
who
few.
Don't think that people think they have a toupee.
Like John Travolta. We know he wears a toupee, right?
It looks that way, but I don't know. I don't.
Who do you know that wears a toupee that thinks no one knows? Like, I think Burt Reynolds thinks nobody knows.
I was just going to say, I played poker. He just had a heart attack. I think he's a great guy. And someone told me that he had a lot of work done. So I was playing
What?
You're kidding.
Oh, all right. But someone told me that. So I'm playing poker this is like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And he's next to me. And all I'm doing, like a nutcase, I'm staring at his face, his chin, his dick, his eyebrows.
You
Howard,
can't
you could
concentrate on
not
your
tell
cards.
for a second. It looked all real.
You sound to me like you're
out.
having some fun. Like, where do you play poker with celebrities?
There's a famous poker game.
Steve Martin's house?
No.
Gary
It's
Shandling?
called Norby Walters. It's been on for 20 years, and you never know who's going to show up. It's amazing.
Norby Walters?
Yeah, he's a famous Hollywood guy. He used to be a manager. Now he has a poker game every week.
And who was there besides
Anybody
Burt
and
Reynolds?
everybody shows up.
And what
Lots of action?
Big
What do you
stakes?
do?
Yeah, like I was sitting next to Peter Bogdanovich 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
It was
He's a
pisser.
big director.
Yeah, he's great.
Who invites you to the game?
Norby's a friend of mine.
But you
I
have
get
to
the
be
list.
somebody, right?
Huh?
You have to be somebody.
Yeah.
They don't allow
you
any
gotta be in
schlubs.
show business.
Right. So you show up, and
But
Peter
anyone
Bogdan-
could be a George Siegel plays a lot.
George Siegel. He's
Yeah.
alive?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, do you play a lot of cards? Are you a big
but
gambler?
look, it's only $1 too, so it's just for fun.
Right.
So listen to this. About 4 months ago, Larry David, who I rarely see.
Right.
And I know.
And you're on his television show. We should
Yeah,
say Curb Your
I think he's going
Enthusiasm.
to do an 8th season, which I'm happy about. I hope
Right.
he didn't say it, but I think he. You know what's something? Just you would be impressed by this. You know how they have those panels at the Museum of Broadcasting?
Sure.
We had one last Sunday in L.A.
Yeah.
They sold out a 1,900-seat theater for panel discussion.
For Larry David.
For the Curb Your Enthusiasm cast. That's pretty impressive.
Larry David is a genius.
He is a genius. He just won a lifetime achievement. Yeah, he is a genius.
I know you think I'm putting. I don't watch that
I know
show.
you've told me that. I don't give a shit.
But I know you don't give a shit. You take it personally that I don't watch the show.
No, you don't. You watch it. Though.
I love the show.
It's a great show.
But he really was the brains behind Seinfeld, right?
Fucking A.
Yeah. So Larry.
No, but let me tell you what happened.
All right.
Very
So Larry
quick. I'll make it
David.
quick. I'll
By
make
the
it
way,
quick.
Larry David's been a friend of yours for over
50 years.
50
I met him
years.
when I was 12.
You were at summer camp with Larry David.
Hated him. Never saw him again until I became a comic. Became best friends. I was probably a drunk already.
Right.
I stared at him. I went, "There's something about you that's spooking the shit out of me."
Right.
And he got scared because he wasn't a drinker. He wasn't
Right.
a druggie at all.
Why did you hate him at 12?
Because he was a fucking prick.
He was a prick.
Yeah, so was I.
Why was he a prick? What did he do to you?
He was a gangly, obnoxious fucking asshole like I was. He used to punch me. I punched him. I used to beat him. We had fist fights. But when I became a comic, he loved my work, and I loved his work. And then one day I got drunk at 2 in the morning here in New York.
Right.
And it's something about him scared the shit out of me. And we retraced our childhood. I went to this fucking camp when I was 12. I said, I went to camp. Which camp was that? Camp All America. I went to camp. You're that fucking asshole? And we came to blows at the bar.
You beat him up.
Well, we grabbed each other by our sweaters.
Tell me what happened, though, at this poker game. You say
Let me tell you about this Larry David thing. This is unbelievable.
Go ahead.
I rarely see him.
Right.
The guy loves me. I got his back. He's got mine. But sometimes you just you
You're doing your own thing.
You do your own thing. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I love the guy, though. So he says, meet me at this restaurant in Beverly Hills. It was a real posh place. That's all right. I've been there. I didn't give a shit. But I don't like him paying all the time.
Right.
So I got bread, but he's loaded, obviously.
Right. He's got hundreds of millions
I got
of
there a
dollars.
half hour early.
Right.
I knew the guy, Major J. Said, listen, can you bring me the check. And they get nervous. Oh, no, Mr. David. No. Fuck Mr. David. I'm paying for the dinner.
Right.
He comes a half hour late. The maitre d' comes over, and I look at the menu, and Larry says, don't embarrass me. I said, what do you mean embarrass you? He brings us the food that he wants us to eat. So what is this fucking, what am I, Papillon?
Yeah.
I'll order what the fuck I want.
He doesn't believe in ordering?
No, he says because they know, they let the chef bring us food.
Wow.
I mean, this is so unlike him because he's a real down-to-earth guy.
Right.
The guy brings about 25 fucking entrees. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, I'm in for like $1,000 already.
Right.
The phone rings in 20 seconds. He's a half hour late. The phone rings in 20 seconds.
Right.
It's Steve Martin. I'm sorry for name dropping.
All right.
And
Steve Martin, the famous
here's what Larry
comedian.
says. Steve, what's wrong? Holy shit, I forgot. And he closes his cell phone. He says, I have a poker game. I forgot. And he left.
And he left you sitting
were
there.
stuck with the...
Stuck with 30 dishes and a $1,000 bill.
Talk to me about something like that. That's a funny story.
No, it's true, though.
It's a funny story, but does that really hurt you? Because you know what? You're a tremendously talented guy. You never got the big hit
Don't
like
start
Larry.
with this.
Listen to me. You have to have a television career.
I got the acclaim I wanted as a comic. That's all that matters.
But Larry David just pissed on you at that dinner.
Well, it did it because he had a... Well, he... But then they called me in the car. They're both...
Would he have done that to Seinfeld? No. But he did it to you.
Well, Steve Martin and him called me in the car for an hour, and they said, come over. First of all, there was one reason.
In other words, Steve Martin's more important than you to Larry David, so he dumps you.
They had an empty seat, and he forgot. I mean,
You were all right with that.
I was all right with that, but I wasn't going to go anyway because imagine their game. All right, I'll see that 30,000 like Cincinnati kid.
Yeah.
I had $80 in my pocket. I was broke from the fucking dinner.
Do you think Steve Martin and Larry David play for high stakes?
Fuck, they have to.
I never get invited.
I don't know
to
for
that.
sure,
for
but
fun of it.
Do you like to play poker?
I would play for $1 too. I wouldn't play for.
It's fun playing. Then you cock around.
Right.
When I go to that Norby Walters game,
Yeah.
I'm like Rickles. I put everyone down. I don't give a fuck who's there.
But you like going because it's showbiz people. You wouldn't go to a regular poker game.
Well, it's fun to
You don't have any
somebody.
normal friends.
Huh?
You don't have normal friends. You have showbiz friends.
No, I don't. I have normal friends.
Really?
There's a genius artist here. I buy his artwork, Carl Totolo in New York. I have friends who are real people.
All right.
I don't, showbiz. I have very few showbiz friends. The only thing I'm missing is meeting your wife. My wife's not in town this week, but
I got to meet her.
she's
I got to see her, but she's hot.
She is. She's pretty cool.
She's much younger than you?
No, she's about
Really?
6-7 years younger.
6-7 years
I met her
younger.
when she was like 43,
No kidding.
and I was in my early 50s.
You've really matured.
I don't want to tell a chick what Serpico is.
Why not?
Do you want to go see? I want to watch
Take me 2
Serpico.
seconds to tell a young girl what Serpico is.
Yeah, not when they say they think it's like a urinary tract infection. No,
Is it really that
It's
important to you that a
fucking
girl
movie
knows
by
what
Sidney
Serpico
Lumet
is?
and Al Pacino's in it.
He likes to talk in shorthand.
Yeah.
That's right. I don't want to date someone who wasn't alive when I was watching Clockwork Orange. I can't take it.
I hate dating girls who know what Serpico is. Isn't that funny?
We're very different.
Yeah, we
well,
are.
Listen, you were married a long time, and you have family, and now and you have a beautiful, happy marriage. But
I'm very
I
happy.
did the opposite.
Right.
I fucked like crazy, did all the drugs, and now I wanted somebody who was, a little more, who understood me.
By the way, I know you always try to get Artie off the drugs. I always appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I tried the last time.
That was great, yeah.
You
I'm
recommended.
heartbroken.
Yeah, you
I've
recommended.
been reaching out to him.
Right.
That's all you can do. It's up to him.
You try to help.
I've tried to help for 2 years.
Go ahead, talk to him.
Let me tell you something.
Right, let Richard talk to you.
Listen.
You respect him.
Do you want to play gin tonight with Dr. Pinsky and I? That's the first thing I want to ask you.
Richard.
Artie, I was listening to a show the other night, and after the show, they interview everyone here on the show.
Right.
It's exactly what happened to me. Everyone has the right. Howard has his spin on it. Hey, he keeps the comedy intact. He says, "Hey, I have no problems with Artie doing it. He's
don't.
great on the show." But and it's true. Some people say, "Let him do what he fucking wants to do." Robin is far more right in terms of what I know about being a drug addict.
Right.
She knows that you're fucking on a death fucking wish. Okay, you're in denial, Artie. That's it. You're
I don't think I'm on a death wish. I don't. I think I'm fine.
I think he's right.
It's a death wish, man. Don't you get? You're a fucking drug addict.
I know I'm a drug addict, but I don't think I'm on a death wish right now.
You
I
are
really
on
don't.
a death wish. I heard what you did. You went to a place. You had some Wolfgang Puck sandwiches. You jerked off.
That would've been great.
You had some wheat juice, and then you jerked off again, and then you had pizza with fucking peanut butter on. It's all bullshit. I just pray that he. If this is not a bottom, nothing is.
This is the bottom, right?
Kick.
This is it. You're going to take your own life.
If what I read was true, and you know more than me, I'm not going to ask you about it. I know you're uncomfortable about it. If you try to take your own life, and this doesn't ring loud and clear that you just can't do fucking drugs and drink anymore, that it's done. You did it. You're lucky you're alive.
Did you ever try to take your own life?
No.
You would never do that.
No.
Then
I wouldn't masturbate anymore.
Do you and your wife discuss Serpico a lot? I mean, how often?
No.
Does
This is
Serpico
the
come up
difference.
in your life?
Is it really that?
I used to put. You dated a much younger woman and married.
Yes.
I used to put them through drills, almost like a terrorist.
All right.
I tie them behind. I would tie their hands behind their back, It was a little hot too, by the way. We combined sex with it too. I'd say you're watching my favorite Pacino movies and my favorite De Niro movies, 3 a day, and I tie them hands behind a bridge chair,
Right.
and then we have intercourse afterwards.
Why are you masturbating so much if your marriage
Not
is
that
so right?
much.
How many times a week?
Well, on the road I get lonely when I'm not with my wife.
When you're with your wife, you have sex with her?
Yeah, of course.
How many times a week would you say? Honestly.
It's hard to know.
2
Because
times?
I'm on the road a lot, so you got to factor that in.
On the road with the stand-up.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's why
What,
I
do you
jerk
think he
off on
just
the road.
leaves home?
And I thought maybe just leave.
What did you say?
I thought you
He
just
says you're on the road with stand-up. I said, what do you think he just leaves home?
Yeah, I just come home and like I want to see promoters. Holy shit. 40 years of this shit?
When you were working with Jamie Lee Curtis, now
Yeah,
there was
20
an
years ago.
attractive woman.
Yeah. I smell something really horrible
No.
coming.
Did you ever get a boner when you were working with her? I mean, were you ever physically attracted to her?
When we finally made love in the scripts,
Yes.
and I got the script Friday for Monday rehearsal,
Yeah.
I used to like speed read. Please let me have a makeout scene. 'cause
Let's consummate.
rehearsal
Yeah.
all week is unbelievable.
Right.
Let's just. I would blow the lines purposely. Let's do the thing again. I fucked it up. I don't know where the camera is.
Gorgeous woman.
Unbelievable. So, but I put on like 3 jocks because I would have got a Woody.
Were you
in front
attracted to
of
her
the
physically?
audience.
Did you want her?
She's gorgeous.
Nothing ever went down
Well,
with you
free,
guys.
I know because I knew Chris Guest,
Right.
and I draw the line with married people. That
You never did that. You didn't break the man
never.
code.
That's
Bullshit. You
Yep.
fucked married women.
never.
I know you did.
No,
I know a married woman who fucked you.
she's lying.
Is she?
It's just like these Tiger Woods people that come out of the closet.
Yeah.
Why would you don't believe every one of these women
I
telling
do.
the truth?
I
I
do
slept
believe
with
it.
Tiger Woods.
I believe it. Robin slept with him.
Huh? So did I.
Yeah. Listen, let me.
I feel bad for Tiger Woods.
Richard
Why do you feel
Lewis.
bad for him?
Why do
Because-
you bad for him?
Yeah.
You're right. If
Because
he-
a lot of
just
people
saying,
are
wait a
lying.
minute. Wait a
Listen,
minute.
if I was 34, I did
Yeah.
exactly what he did,
but you
But you
weren't
weren't
married.
and I didn't have his money.
And you didn't
But
get
you weren't
endorsements.
married.
And I didn't lose the money,
Right.
and I
And you
didn't have
didn't
any,
have
and I didn't
this
commit
image,
adultery.
yeah.
So that's the way you do it. So if you're listening, fuck your brains out, but just don't get married.
Of course, if he wasn't married, no one would care.
Yeah, he'd
Right.
be happy. He'd be like Hefner.
But he's out of his mind. What is he carrying on? Get a divorce and go carry on with women. That's all.
I don't understand why he doesn't get a divorce. He's so transparent that
Yeah.
he wants to keep endorsements. It seems to me.
Yes.
Right.
He should just say, you know what, the marriage was a mistake. I'm going to be a great father. My wife's very upset, and I'm moving on. We're moving
Right.
on. We're going to be great parents.
And that-
I think they would believe him if he said that.
And that wife is so sexy.
Gorgeous.
Oh, my God. I would give it to her hard, and I would not get tired of that. I mean, that sounds terrific to me.
So
I'd
your
put-
wife
I'd put
doesn't
my
care
love-
that you say that, right?
Well, if I was a single guy,
Oh, a
sure.
single guy, you mean.
No, my wife. I love my wife.
I know, but did your wife get jealous if you look at other women in the restaurant, say?
I don't do that. I'm very focused on her. I'm in a different place.
tell
I'm
me
a
the
different
truth.
man. I'm being honest.
Because my wife and I could look at someone and go, holy shit, look how fucking beautiful that woman is or that guy.
Well, sure, we'll comment. Like she
You're
thought.
looking at guys?
No, I look at chicks, she
No,
looks
Richard
at guys.
looks at guys, not me. Just real quick, you had a health scare recently.
I always have a health scare.
You had to have a chest
When I-
X-ray, and they found something on your lung. Is that true?
Is that true?
Well, I told the story yesterday on a show.
What show was this?
Yeah, I don't want to tell you.
Why?
Because you're going to... No, I was on The View.
So why would I be mad about that?
She always teased me about everything.
Well, I think that's great. You're on The View. What do I care?
I've done it more than anybody, 21 times.
Congratulations. I mean, why would I care if you're
it's
on
not
The
like
View?
getting a Nobel Peace Prize, but the show's great for me.
But why are you embarrassed to tell me you were on The
Because
View?
I've been on your show for 28 years, and every time I say anything positive about me, you knock me.
I'm happy
But not
for
lately,
you.
though. I think we're closer.
Not really. But
That's
but I'm not going to knock you for
hurt.
being on The View. I mean, who are you
That
close
hurt.
with? We're closer.
Well, no, I don't mean emotionally. Your chair is closer to me.
Hold on a second. Gary, never book Richard on the show again. He just did The View for 21 times.
No,
That's it.
I
mean,
went
why
to-
would I care if you do
I
that? I'm
went for a
happy for
physical.
you. I'm happy
I went
you.
for a physical. I'll do this in 25 seconds.
Go ahead.
I took the chest X-ray.
Right.
And the doctor, in hushed tones, said, "Come into my office." I said, what are you whispering for? I knew what it meant. Deaf.
Right.
I said, "Don't." I snapped, like a dry drunk. I'm not. I'm
All right, so what was on the chest X-ray?
He didn't know. He said it's either a tumor or a piece of egg.
Piece of egg.
He said some of these technicians are sloppy and they drop their lunch on it. So I went fucking nuts. I said, "You mean I have either cancer or a sandwich in my lungs?" He said, "That's right."
And what was it?
He sent me to an MRI guy.
Yeah.
So these guys have the easiest job in the world. They're doctors.
Right.
They don't do shit.
Right.
You go through that fucking thing.
Right.
And you hear Miles Davis, it scares the shit out of you.
Right.
It's like, you're in a movable coffin.
Right.
You think you're dead already.
Yeah.
So then I get out. It takes about 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
He says, how you doing in there? Yeah, it's a fucking blast being in a tuna can, you asshole. Get me out of here. So I
you
get
were
out.
fine.
So I said, doctor, because they have to be doctors, the MRI guys.
Yeah.
I said, so what's the deal? He says, I can't tell you. It's not right. It's not proper protocol. I said, is it a fucking egg sandwich or is it a tumor? Or I'll kill you. I snapped.
Right.
He says, your doctor will tell you. My doctor didn't call me for 6 days.
Oh, my God.
You know why he didn't call me?
Why?
Because I finally nailed him. He says, it's good news. It was good news. I figured you thought it was good news.
Oh, my God.
How do you think
That's
it's good news?
So you're not going to use this guy anymore, are you? I mean,
Yeah, I love the guy.
Really? He
Yeah.
didn't call you for 6 days?
Well, because he figured that most people don't
Oh,
get a
stop
call.
it.
They only call for bad
That's
news.
a
Doesn't he
terrible
know
story.
you?
Huh?
Doesn't he know you're neurotic?
I love this guy. He's a great doctor. He saved my
but-
life many times.
Did your
He knows
psychiatrist,
you.
is this a true
I don't go
story?
anymore to shrinks.
Did your psychiatrist fall asleep during a session? Is that true or is it a shtick?
True.
It's true.
Dozed off.
And that he dozed off.
She dozed off.
She dozed off.
I walked over to her, and she's like, you want to tell you? And I said, I think I'm a woman. I had a gun in my mouth. I wear lipstick and heels at night, and I contemplate suicide. I did every horrible story, and then she woke. I shook her by her shoulders.
Do you remember what you were talking about when she fell asleep?
Yeah, that I wasn't fucking enough because I had an intimacy problem.
And she fell asleep.
You know what she said?
What?
I've heard this shit for 16 years. I went, how dare you say that for
She
170?
didn't say that.
Yes.
She did not.
Yes, because we talk that way.
She said, I've heard this shit for 16
That's
years.
right.
And that's it.
For $175 an hour, I said, you know
Right.
what? Blow me. I'm out.
Right. Great seeing you. The great Richard Lewis. We love him. Everyone loves him.
But he gave up psychiatry because that was his thing.
I don't need fucking psychiatry
Yeah.
anymore.
Really? I'm shocked
for
to hear
you.
that.
I'm healthy.
Yeah.
Then-
I know
and
what
you
they did to me
left
when I
on
was a
your
kid.
own.
I can still get a hard on. I got a good marriage.
Yeah.
I'm still doing comedy after 40 years. What do I have to fucking
Richard
tell a
had
shrink?
tremendous
I don't
mother.
have to report.
He had
You-
tremendous
you know,
mother
Oh, my
issues.
God.
What?
You had tremendous mother issues.
Huge.
Yeah. So you finally got
She
over
used to
it.
torture me when I was on your show back in the 80s. She
Yeah.
used to call in.
Yeah.
I had a nervous breakdown once here.
I know. You hid in a bathroom for over like a half
I
hour.
was vomiting. It
Yeah.
was like The Exorcist.
I thought you were putting me on.
It was
Huh?
crazy.
I thought you were kidding with
Oh,
me.
no.
Yeah.
My head was spinning around.
Yeah.
Your mother sucks cockinelle, the whole 9 yards.
That's a story for another day.
All right. How many times?
Richard,
Please, I beg you, let me alone.
you don't want to talk to me?
This was the most mellow time I ever had with Howard, and now you're gonna get me angst-ridden. Do you have a question? Do you ever have a question?
I do, but
Just give me one question. You're 25 years old. Wait, 25 or 26?
26.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi.
They're great.
Thanks.
Shouldn't you have a question?
Yeah, we wanted to smell you.
Hey, smell it. What do you think? Too much?
Lisa,
No.
how does he smell?
Clean. It smells fine. It's not too much.
Would you have
Ask me a
noticed?
fucking question. I gotta get out of here. And still is here. I want to get out of here.
So, you have a good time today,
Oh,
man?
blow me.
No, come on, Richard. Richard, so you said... Richard, so you said it was a real mellow time in there today.
It was a mellow time until I see you, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
No, is it different?
Why'd you bother Stiller? I'm fed up with you.
You don't like me, do you?
I love you, but you don't do anything that shows that you're learning your craft.
You're not allowing me to...
To do what?
For
Come on,
grass.
look, what? Hey, how are you? Hey, you're a film man. Are you a film student?
I was at one point.
Would you get fired? You're the only guy who got
I
fired from
graduated.
college. Yeah, what's your degree?
Communications.
No, your
broadcast.
degree is in annoyance.
It is.
You have a BN in annoyance.
I know.
But I love you, though. I'm rooting for you, for your career. Why don't you listen to her? She knows what
Lisa?
she's doing.
Lisa knows
You
what
want
she's
me to
doing.
interview you?
Yeah, you should.
Here, I'll film.
Yeah.
I'll film her talking to you.
Okay, watch this. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, nice to see you. You do look good today.
I feel good. I feel good. Howard was in a great mood, thankfully.
But he
Got Stiller.
got on your case about all your Nehru jackets.
Oh, what's wrong? This is not. What, you want me? If I walked in looking like a schlub, you'd kill me. You know. But I hope. I'm touring, and I feel great. And it was the least stressed thing in 28 years with him.
Yeah. Wow, you've come a long way.
No, so is he. He's matured too.
Well, hopefully he won't retire.
I'm not gonna retire. He needs his ego. It's a bottomless pit of need, like mine. He's not retiring. See, that was an interview.
She asked you one question. She said she talked about how he
Don't
made
put her
fun of you
down.
about your jacket, and that's what I was going to ask.
And I think he's right.
You like Ronnie's outfit?
His clothes?
No, Ronnie behind him.
I would never say anything against him. He'd kill me.
Better watch out for that
Ronnie,
guy.
It's a good outfit.
Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Take care, man. I'll see you.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hyde and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about Ronnie had been on Bubba's show and had opened up about his girlfriend and doesn't like to say to her that he loves her, even though he does, and she likes to finger Ronnie's ass.
We really got to get into this Ronnie stuff. When you were listening to it, JD, was it? At what point did it go almost too far for you? Like you didn't want to hear anymore? Was that awkwardness there at all?
Yeah, talking about his balls and being shaved. I mean, I had heard the ass stuff beforehand, so I was.
Yeah, but hearing it again still
yeah,
funny.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, him talking about being bald and shaving his balls.
He's not bald.
Well, whatever. You know, his balls are bald, and just I don't need to hear some of the things.
I tell you what, the big revelation was for me was that Stephanie's into other chicks.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means, but in my mind, Ronnie's into some so I see Ronnie and other chicks and a whole thing going on. I don't know if that's the case.
They said they haven't had a threesome yet,
but the door is not shut.
Yes, exactly.
Do you think that being younger than her parents is the coolest thing, as Ronnie does?
I don't. I was with Howard. I think it's something that you deal with and something that but I would think it'd be weird, like she's 27 years old. What if her father and Ronnie want to go to the Wayne Newton concert? How is that cool?
I don't know, but Ronnie seems very happy, yet he seemed almost surprised that this came up on the show today. And I would think that he had to see it.
He knew. He must have known that after he spoke up Bubba. He must have known it was coming.
Benji, did you find anything strange about it?
Well, I don't know. I thought it was hot, but then when she did a black guy, that was kind of, yeah.
Well,
no, I'm fucking around about that, but I didn't.
Benji has no rules, by the way, no parameters.
Yeah, I don't have rules about doing black guys.
But nothing's odd to you.
No, well, it wasn't. No, it didn't seem that odd to me. Like the one part, physically, I just hurts when you think about someone putting a finger in your ass, like that. It's not so disgusting to me. It's just I don't want it.
But it wasn't. Here's the thing for me. Forget about with Ronnie's age difference and all that stuff. Ronnie's a guy that anytime you know somebody.
No, I think it's interesting.
But anytime you know somebody for a really long time.
Yeah, it's interesting.
In other words, John Hine and I know each other well. If I started to hear the intimate details of John Hine's sex life, it would be odd.
Yeah. No, it's interesting, but it's not gross.
No, it'd be
to me
odd.
Or
yes, I was interested, but I'm also wow, I know Ronnie this one way, and I'm hearing a whole other thing.
Exactly. I now have a picture in my mind of Ronnie doing all sorts of things, and I love him. I don't necessarily want to imagine him in doing those things.
He's a good guy. He's got a leg up on you.
What was that, Gary?
Oh, that's a callback.
We were saying that. The sex talk today, the thing that's weird is no matter who it is, we know you. I know you for a really long time. Like I said, I know John Hine, so if I heard the intimate details of John Hine's sex life, it would just be odd for me. Not that, but it's normal to have sex. I just knowing the details is interesting.
Yeah, very interesting, all right.
Yeah, but you're the one who gave him out.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
All right, so you're sitting there with Bubba.
I'm sitting there with Bubba, all right.
And having that talk. And does it even cross your mind that when you get back to New York, this is going to be all over the place?
Listen, anything is better than coming back from seeing Bubba the last time I went to an event with Bubba, his wedding.
Yeah, we remember what you did.
And when I came back, I knew I was hammered. I was dead. I thought I was, finished. But this, at least, it's not. Hey.
But at what point,
whatever.
But at what point did you know? Like, did you guys walk out of the studio and go, "Wow, we said more than we thought we were going to"?
No. Here's what happened. I got there, and I started this whole thing with Bubba about. I've been texting him back and forth, and we've been talking and about when I was coming down there. So about 3-4 weeks before I went, I was texting him to ask him about this hotel, just to ask him if it was good or not. Because you go on the internet a lot of times, the pictures look great, but then when you get there, it looks like crap. All right, so I text him a couple of times. He doesn't answer me. A few more times, he doesn't answer me. I leave him voicemails. He doesn't answer me. So long story short, when I got there, I started this whole thing about, what are you too good to, answer me and all this kind of nonsense. And, I didn't want to bother you, but it was a simple question. And then we got through that. That was like a half hour to 45 minutes on that. And then all of a sudden, it was like, I don't know. I don't even know how it came up, but Stephanie was there with me.
But was she in with you the whole time in the studio?
No.
Right. So how did she get into the studio?
It started where he's
good producing, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. It started like just like it happens here. Somebody could be in the studio and they're talking and Howard's dragging stuff at him little by little, and he was doing the same thing with me. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, she's standing in there on a wireless mic in the dark, and I didn't even know she was in there at first. Because everything in there is blacked out in the studio.
Yeah.
You can't see anything.
Is this a new place, by the way?
Same one. No, they didn't move yet. They're moving in the summer. So, and that's how it wound up with her being in there.
Why are you hung up on using the L word?
I don't know, dude. I used it for 34 years. I don't want to. I don't know. It's a.
Wait, you can't be in love twice in your life?
Yeah, but I didn't say I never said it to her.
But I think the point, Howard was busting your balls.
I'm not that. First of all, I'm not that type of person. That's one of those lovey-doveys who constantly tells somebody I love them. You know what I'm saying?
But for you don't have to say it to her all the time. Howard is asking, "Are you in love with her?" And either you are or you aren't.
Well, I said it a few times. So what does that mean? Do I have to keep repeating it? It's not like I'm not.
But John, are you in love with your wife?
Absolutely.
Right. That's the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
So are you in love with Steph?
I like her a lot.
See, when you say that, Ronnie, it sounds to me like you're keeping your options open.
No, I'm not keeping. No, right. I'm with her right now. Okay. Not with her. I always question her. See, I have this hang up, and I talk to my shrink about this. Okay. I have this hang up. Why is she with me?
And what does she say?
Because she loves me. That's why she's with me.
Do you not believe that? Do you question that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you ever?
I do question.
So, hold on. I'm sorry.
Question.
What do you think that she could be getting out of the relationship? In other words, you make a good living, but you're not so rich or so famous. So what do you think that she?
Dude, she does her own thing. She's got her own place. It's not like she's
whatever
poor,
whatever your doubts are, what would they be?
The whole, like Howard says, the age difference. Okay, the age difference is really a big. It's a big spread, but. There's other people. If you walk around New York, you see guys with young girls all the time. It's no big deal here. Certain areas certain places you go to, people look like, holy shit, look at him. What is that? I've had it happen.
What do they say?
Like, hey, is that your daughter? Shit like that.
And when you say no, do they give you dirty looks?
I don't say anything. I just don't answer. She's the one who usually says, like, no, that's my boyfriend.
Were you surprised that Howard was sort of getting on you for saying that the coolest thing is that that her parent, what you said about her parents and the age thing there?
I don't know. It's a combination of a lot of things, dude. I don't know. I really don't want to get into it.
Hey, one thing.
It's a little late now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cat's out of the bag.
So she is your girlfriend.
Never said she wasn't.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So are you?
Dude, she's been at everything. Has she been at every affair that we've been to? Has she been there?
No, but I'm talking about like on the air, like when we've talked about it, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if she was clear. I wasn't sure, Bronny. I'm not fucking with you.
You've talked to me off the air about this.
I wasn't sure if you guys are in what you consider a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship.
You've asked me this before off the air, and I said, I've told you, yeah, we're together. You asked me, are you guys still together? I said, yes.
I don't remember. I don't remember doing that. But Ron, I'm not trying to. It's not a deposition. Are you guys in a monogamous relationship?
Yeah, according to her, we are.
But that's what I'm not.
You can't give a straight answer, man.
What the hell does that mean?
It's not a big deal to me. I'm just curious, like when you define girlfriend boyfriend, like do you feel like you're free to see other women?
No.
Okay, so
I'm not seeing anybody else now.
If you had sex with another woman, would you tell her?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to tell her. No, I'm not going to tell her.
Would that be considered cheating?
Yeah.
Okay, so
but I'm not. I didn't.
No, that's fine. That's what I'm just curious, like what you guys' boundaries are.
We don't have any boundaries.
Well, you have that boundary.
Wait, so you're both free to basically do what you want to do.
No. Not in that case, no.
What in what case are you?
I don't.
Well, does that go
leave
both?
me alone already.
Does that go
okay?
both ways? Like, if you can sort of do your thing, can she do her thing? Are you comfortable with that?
No, she goes and hangs out, and she goes out with her friends. I don't know what she does.
Can I take her out?
No. You would be the last person.
And by the way, that has to do no matter how old she is.
Yeah.
When marriage came up, you said
that's definitely out.
But
I can tell you right here, no questions asked. That's out.
But the moving in thing is on the table.
It's a possibility. We've talked about it.
You've been together 4 years.
Yeah.
When you say marriage is out, like, because I know a lot of people say it, but they still say, okay, I want to become a couple, and I want to live together, and I want the idea to be everything the same as marriage, just not officially married. Is that what you mean?
Listen, if she moves in, that's it. There's no other relationship. There's nothing. There's not going to be engagements. There's not going to be put a ring on her finger for 10 years. There's not going to be any kind of diamond ring.
But if she does move in, the idea might be this is our lifelong partners.
As long as it might last.
Do you think at one point she may want that stuff, though, Ronnie?
What?
A ring?
She says no. And I told her it will be no. And if she insists, that it's going to be no, that she wants it eventually, then it's done.
What if it's 10 years from now, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel?
I'm in a fucking wheelchair, yeah. Yeah, and I might say, okay, whatever you want.
I'm half dead anyway.
Yeah, right, exactly. I need somebody to push me around.
To me, the funnier part of this is, how old is your son?
Old enough.
Right, like he'd be like a 35-year-old guy would be calling a 27-year-old chick mom. That's why he doesn't want to get married.
No, that's not going to happen. That would never happen anyway. And the marriage thing was,
right.
It was always off the table. And the kids thing too.
You went right at Robin when the marriage thing came up.
Okay.
No, you seem pissed that she was questioning you about that when.
Yeah, well, Robin likes to give it out, and I like to give it back to her. It's always been like that with me and Robin. So.
Hearing that back, is there anything you wish didn't come up?
Yeah, the whole conversation.
The entire thing? Because I think you also...
Not the entire thing, but the details part, Yeah, whatever. My friend JD.
Because you got to hear him giggle like that.
Yeah, I knew he... Listen, Brent came to me as soon as the show ended and said to me that JD was on the phone already.
No, that was even before your interview. I told him I wanted the audio.
Yeah, asking for the audio, no matter what.
Now, is Stephanie going to be upset that this came out on this show?
She knows about it already. She's probably actually listening to getting ready to listen to the replay at 11.
And how did she react?
She was all right with it. She was fine.
Hey, you know how chicks say, like, some guys really know how to finger and other guys don't? Is that true with chicks, too? Is she a better fingerer than other chicks?
Oh, give me a break, will you please?
Hey, on Tuesday's wrap-up show was Ronnie Palooza. We learned way too much about Ronnie. We learned that he had a 27-year-old girlfriend, and he's afraid it's going to up and leave him one day. Something about his father. I don't know, he has issues. And also we discussed whether or not he's trying to copy Howard's style. You be the judge.
Welcome back to the wrap-up show. Ronnie's in here now. And Ronnie, I'm glad you're here because we're talking about Robin and, her Peruvian adventures. When you came in today to talk about, I guess, the problems you talked about here yesterday, you almost seemed to bypass Howard and go right at Robin. Why was that?
I don't know, because she goes at me right away all the time, so I went right for her.
But it seemed like an unprovoked attack. Were you kind of?
It wasn't an attack. I was just making a statement of how I felt what she does. Like, she'll attack somebody like right off the bat and agree with everything Howard says, pretty much, when he's attacking me. But when she's being attacked by him, all she does is sit there and laugh. She doesn't really respond to him. She'll sit there and laugh about it.
Did you ever think that maybe you should just laugh?
Maybe I should. Maybe I should just laugh.
Now, why was Howard saying that the only reason you're having these issues because you think you're? Do you think you're like Howard in some way?
No,
like
dude.
your fame.
I told him a long time ago about this when I first started going out with Stephanie, that I had this thing in my head with shit that went on with my dad. You know.
But can I ask you? I'm being very serious.
And so am I.
I'm just trying to get an answer. So. You still haven't verbalized. It's something that went on with your dad, but what do you think that your dad's wife wanted from him?
It wasn't his wife.
Okay, what do you think your dad's girlfriend?
He wound up when him and my mother split up.
But what is it?
He wound up with a young chick.
Right.
Okay. He left my mother for a young chick, which I didn't do.
Right, but
which everybody says I did do.
Forget all that. Forget all that.
Put 2 whole days in between that.
What is it that you think?
Stop it now.
What is it that you think that she wanted from him?
I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea.
But why do you think that she wanted something from him?
Because I saw what she did to him.
What's she doing?
Yeah, that's what you're trying to get to
All
the
right,
core. What happened?
Here's what happened. And I'm going to lay the whole thing out. And Howard knows the whole story. See, that's why I don't understand why he thinks I'm late, because of him. Okay? He was with this woman for 15 years. And she went through all kinds of shit with him, heart attacks, took care of him.
He had heart attacks?
Yes.
Okay.
And everything was great, and everybody thought everything was great. All of a sudden, one day, she's gone. She ran away with some guy. And
I see. See, that makes more sense now.
Abandonment issues.
No, you don't wonder why
she was younger when he met. It was a younger deal, just like kind of me and Stephanie. Not quite the same. It was like 25 years, okay, and
So you don't wonder why she's with you. You wonder if she'll ever leave you if you get too old, which is a big difference.
Exactly. Well, exactly. But he doesn't seem to understand it, and I've explained this to him. I don't know if he was just. I don't know if he was just trying to rile me up this morning, but I've explained this to him.
But you weren't putting into the right words because even now that you said that, I understand.
He didn't let me. He didn't let me explain it this morning.
So I want to make sure I understand this. So Ronnie, you're concerned that down the road, Stephanie may do what happened to
exactly.
Okay,
there you go.
Do you really worry about it, or is it just like
I do?
So you don't think it's a rational
Do
word?
I really worry?
No.
about
What I
it?
mean
No,
is like
I fucking talk to a shrink every time I
Ronnie,
go
okay.
there, but no, I don't
But do you-
worry
so-
about
so
it.
you-
What are you, my shrink now?
No. What I'm saying is, I wasn't sure if it's like you realize if you think it's a rational fear or irrational. Like I'm scared of the dark sometimes. Like
Okay.
walking in a creepy place, but I'm like, that's silly. That's silly. I'm just being superstitious. But you think this
I
is
don't think it's silly.
Okay.
My thing. I don't think my thing is silly at all.
And as the relationship goes on, Ronnie, I guess you said that the woman left your dad after 15 years. You've
Right.
been with Stephanie for 4 years. So is this just going to get worse and worse as time goes on and make you more and more paranoid?
I'm trying to work through it now with my therapist and trying to work through it.
Do you talk to Stephanie about it?
Yeah, she knows all about it. Yeah.
How
She knows the whole thing.
How old was the woman when she left your dad?
Let's
28.
see. No. I don't know. At the time, probably she was in her 40s by then.
Right. So she probably
Early 40s.
got to that crossroads where she's like, I can do this for the rest of my life, or I can go start a second life.
Exactly.
And Howard's given you that rap before with your glasses that you sort of try and be
My glasses
like
are
Howard.
nothing like his. What are you talking about?
You remember when he spoke to you about that?
Yeah.
So why do you think he does that? You don't think he believes what he's saying when he's telling you that?
John, do I look like Howard in any way? Do I try to look like Howard? Is my hair like Howard's? Is my mustache? He doesn't have a mustache. He doesn't have a beard when I had a beard.
Well, you can try to emulate some things from him.
He doesn't wear a suit.
You can
I
try
don't
to
get it.
emulate some things from him without trying to be his twin.
No, I don't wear. I don't wear.
That's outside. Listen, nobody looks. Ronnie looks the opposite of Howard.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
really does. If you want to look for somebody who looks like Howard, Ralph looks like Howard.
And Ralph tries
If
to look
somebody's
like
gonna-
Howard.
Or Howard tries to look like Ralph. I don't know which way that goes, but somebody's emulating somebody there. You look like the opposite of Howard.
It's not as much the physical thing as the other stuff, like
Like what?
Well, Howard today
My
was
glasses
dating
don't look
chicks.
like his.
Well, you said you're not going to get you're not going to get married. You said stuff that Howard had said in the past.
First of all, I don't want to get married again, and I made that very clear to.
I'll defend Ronnie on this a little bit. I dare you to meet a divorced guy over 50 who says, "Ooh, I'm getting married again real soon."
But listen. Even Robin, and again, I don't mean to beat up on Robin today, but even Robin copies Howard more than Ronnie. I mean, Howard gets Mac, Robin gets Mac. Howard, wants to do a photo shoot gallery. Robin wants to do a photo shoot gallery.
I don't have an iPhone. I didn't have a Droid. I don't change my phone. I had a $10 phone. I finally got a BlackBerry.
I guess I relate
to. If Stephanie didn't buy it for me, I wouldn't have it.
I relate to what Ronnie was feeling about Stephanie. I think for completely different reasons. Meaning, I have a lot of what do you call it, self-doubt or whatever. I don't feel good about myself. So I have an attractive wife, or so people tell me, and sometimes I do. I don't live in fear of it, but sometimes I'm sitting there, it's almost like waiting for the other shoe to drop. When is she going to wake up and realize she married a fat, hairy, annoying guy, and wondering if she's going to leave? I don't think about it constantly. It doesn't stop my relationship, but sure, I absolutely have those moments.
It hasn't stopped mine either, but it's in my mind.
And I don't think she's there, like Ronnie was saying today, I don't think she's there to get anything. There's nothing to get, but
yeah, right.
I'm just waiting for her to wake up one day and go, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, I stopped by to talk about Gilbert Gottfried when he spit all over our studios, which wasn't pleasant. And then we'll get into Robin and her trip to Peru when she did the ayahuasca, I don't know what that's all about, but we'll see. And also, let's find out what Greg Carmel's role was in Howard TV's role in the Gilbert Gottfried spitting incident.
Now let's move off of Kara for a second because we got Tim in here. Tim, we were talking about how Gilbert spit on the walls yesterday, and Howard said basically you're spitting in my face when you do something like that.
Exactly. You're coming into our house and destroying it. It's like me going over to his home and spitting on the walls. Why would you do that? I mean, that was such an amateur move, number one. And number two, there's health reasons. Number three, it's just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And I found out about it. I guess I walked in after he finished. He was walking out, and then they played me the tape, and it just lit me up. And then we had facilities come in and then wash the walls down and wash the carpet, wash where the cupcakes sit and all that kind of thing. It's just disgusting. I mean, it was just an amateur move.
Now, last time he was here, you guys were saying he did it kind of as a bit, but this time it was different. I'm confused.
Well, he did it, from what I understand, he did it into the cupcakes, which was whatever he was going for. But then this time he came in, which was on a Tuesday, and he just starts spitting on the walls. And if I would have saw it, I probably would have taken him by the shirt and backed him against the wall and handed him a rag and a box of cleanser and clean it.
Now, Tim was pissed. I'm telling you, he would have done that.
I'm telling you that you don't. There's a certain line here, and this is, we have a compound. We, put a lot of effort into it. People are working there. It's a professional environment, and they come in and somebody does that to us. Are you kidding me? Do they do that at the Tonight Show or late night?
Howard hit that right in the head. Gilbert's not hawking loogies at the Tonight Show. He's not hawking loogies at the Letterman Show. He's not hawking loogies at The View. Why here?
Well, wait, this is I didn't see it, but I'm guessing. Did they start asking him, hey, are you going to spit again?
I don't believe so.
I mean, I don't know what happened.
I don't believe so.
And listen, I don't think it's particularly funny. I don't think it was particularly funny the first time, but my guess is he just thought of... Listen,
why doesn't he think it's funny at The View?
I don't...
Was he shit on the floor? No, seriously.
Are you saying he's...
Actually, that would be kind of funny.
Well, are you saying he was encouraged by the Howard TV guys to do something?
I don't know. I'm making a guess. Making a guess. Maybe one of the Howard TV guys can say, like, hey, are you going to spit again? They brought up the cupcake thing.
But this day and age, people are so health conscious, and somebody doing that just from a health standpoint, and also, it's uncouth.
How would Gilbert defend himself, Tim?
I have no idea. I highly doubt that he'll be allowed back in this building.
Oh, really?
I'm serious. I mean, would you go to somebody's house and spit on their walls or spit on the floor inside their home? Are you kidding me?
No, of course not.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Tim,
it's a total disrespect for all of us here.
Tim, since you're here, another thing we hit early in the rundown was Robin insisting that she didn't do drugs in Peru. It was medicinal. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that is just, it blows my mind. I don't know why. I can see going to Peru, but I can't see doing what she did. I don't understand. So she has her reasons, but I just don't understand.
The thing is, they started to talk today about whether Robin's being upfront. The thing that I don't understand is I guess I can understand why she did it. She was trying to go through this process, a spiritual process or whatever. But for somebody who, for the last 3 or 4 years, has been so adamant
and so health
about
conscious
the purity of what you put in your body, to do that, it doesn't make sense that if you're so health conscious, why you would take something that's so maybe not that healthy.
Well, I can't defend her. I mean, she's got to speak for herself. But the thing that I thought she was trying to say was, it's not drugs. It's medicinal. She was making an excuse for it not being that,
but
and everything else is sort of not the point. You know, where she was, and that's not the point. It was more the spirituality.
But that's like medicinal marijuana, right? It's pot if you take it, and it's medicinal if you take it because you need the medicine.
Well, now joining us is Robin Quivers supporter Greg Carmel, cameraman,
Mr. Robin Quivers,
cameraman for Howard TV. Was Gilbert encouraged to do that stuff, or did he just do it?
No, he actually asked about the cupcakes as he came out, and when he got over to the ledge, I said to him, "This is where you would normally spit in the cupcakes." So then he just started spitting all over that ledge. But I wasn't like, "Hey, Gilbert, do something funny." I just said. He had mentioned the cupcakes previously, so I brought it up again.
So it does make it a little different. I wouldn't say that's encouraging him, but it was reminding him. But that doesn't mean, again, for me, that doesn't mean it's all right to do it. But Benji was suggesting that maybe you guys were like, "Oh, do you want to spit again?"
I figured something happened, like what Greg said. I don't blame them at all because they're covering something that had happened before, and it's part of the story. Gilbert's point of view is like, "Hey, I'll just do it again. It'll be funny." Which, again, I don't think it's that funny, but I don't think.
It's as funny as his shitty tsunami jokes.
Did anybody try and stop him, or were people just laughing as he was doing it?
No, I mean, I have to admit, I get that's really disrespectful, but when a guy just starts hawking loogies, I mean, it's just so outrageous, you can't help but laugh. I mean, because the last time, he gets this sick, maniacal laugh while he does it. The guy's nuts.
Did you notice that there was, I said this on the air this morning, everyone was about to barf. Did you notice that there was color in the loogies?
Yeah, the one on the ledge was yellow.
Yeah.
And then the one, I didn't see the one on the wall or on the carpet. The carpet one blended in, but the one was distinctly yellow on the.
It was nasty.
Yeah.
It was. All right, thank you, Greg Carmel.
Thank you.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we started with a conversation about Gary coming in late. He was a minute late or so, and Howard noticed it. But Benji just had this grin on his face because finally somebody else was late, and he stuck it to Gary, who then stuck it to Benji, who then accused Jason, and then it just got into a mess, which always leads to a great wrap-up show. Here's how that segment went. Busy day. Gary, you came in a little late, which was noticed and then glossed over. I'm sure you were happy about that.
It could have been a 5-minute difference. I got here literally as the show started. And if I got here 5 minutes before, I would have been safe. But I was glad that it was glossed over.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being late.
What are you laughing at, Benji?
Nothing. I know it happens.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it just happened repeatedly.
That's good. You know, you're doing well.
It happened one time this year, not 4 times this week.
Wait, I haven't been late at all.
There were some days, there were some weeks.
No,
where you were late.
I haven't been late. Listen, I wasn't. John just made a thing of this. I wasn't. I respect I really do, because you're good at it, and you were nice to me about when I was going through what I went through, and you really did help me. So I'm not going to make a thing out of it. But if we are going to make a thing out of it. Several people have been late since my last time being late, which has been over 6 months, and you said I was going to have a parade and a band, which I haven't.
But of those several people, has anybody been late on a repeat level?
Like more than once?
Well, more than once in a short period of time.
No, absolutely not.
Well,
there's only been one person that's been late more than once since it all.
Who?
You.
When? I wasn't late.
Yeah, you were.
When?
You have been, like in the fall. You were late before also. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
But since then, Fred has been, and Jason has been. It's not a big deal.
There's two different kinds of late, by the way. No, there's two different.
No, I know.
Hold
Gary,
on.
I
want to get this.
Listen, Gary.
I wanted to, before we talk about why you were late, because we have a theory.
A theory?
Yeah, there's a theory going around about you.
Oh, what? That I'm a hermaphrodite or something?
No.
Oh.
That you're the you may be
that Long Island thing. That's total bullshit.
That you might be the killer from Long Island.
That is such bullshit.
Okay, so think about this for a second. You would come in every day late and sweaty. You're admittedly on Craigslist all the time
with blood and I'm not admittedly on it with blood and sand.
The sand in your shoes, exactly.
And there's a bunch of women missing on the South Shore of Long Island.
I swear on my life, I didn't do that. I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know anything about it, and I absolutely don't condone it either.
You don't condone it?
No.
So, Benji, you're basically telling Gary that he's been late too and not getting the treatment that you got when you were late?
No, I'm not, because obviously what I did was wrong and I changed.
Yeah, here's the deal. I don't live 4 minutes away. My fall lateness, because Benji was right, I was late in the fall, was a car accident on the highway, which is sometimes unavoidable. Today, I overslept, which I talked to Howard about and admitted, and I overslept and got stuck in traffic.
Right. I mean, Sal's been late before. I mean,
and I've given him a hard time about it, but Sal's not immediately recognizable because he's not in the studio or not on air.
I went through a bad thing, and it's horrible, and I'm trying to change that reputation.
No, you're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Now that all those women are dead.
Come on.
Jason Kaplan now joining us on the wrap-up show.
As long as Benji's throwing out bullshit, I just heard him mention that I've been late. When once ever have I been late to work that you would know about? Or Gary, you're my boss. When have I ever been late to work?
During the winter you were once.
No, I wasn't.
I
wasn't.
You know, here's the thing.
I thought you were.
If he was
during that snowstorm.
If Jason was late
I thought
once,
you got stuck.
I don't remember.
No. If I did, I apologize.
If Jason was late once, I don't remember because it was once.
All right.
Yeah. I've never had to be talked to him, Howard, by private about being late and be threatened by being fired.
I remember one time.
Several times.
I remember
Benji, why'd you bring this up?
When you thought you were going to be late, you sent me a bunch of stuff to print out.
But I was with the PATH train that's just stopped.
Right.
And I sent you messages saying, can you please print this up?
I
but I still made it here before the show
one of the days
started.
of those big winter storms, I sincerely thought you said you were, and if I was wrong, I apologize.
Thank you.
I was telling Howard today that on the Cross Bronx Expressway, this is my pet peeve of the day. We're going to get this out in 20 seconds. I drive by there at the same fucking time every day, right? So how come you can't pick up the construction at the same time every day? Like if somebody calls me and says, "Listen, we don't feel like picking up the cones today, so we're gonna be closed 3 fucking lanes at 5:15," let me know. I'll go a different way.
That time in the morning, people don't care because I used to drive in when I first started this job. I lived with my parents, and I drive on Route 80 to get in here in New Jersey, and some days it's the same deal. Like they'd always be working, and some days it'd just be, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're not going to clear the cones.
That's
out
right.
Of the road. They just don't give a shit.
I had the same pet peeve on the LIE. There's this new construction project which popped up at 4:45 in the morning.
And you know whose fault this is, right?
Whose?
Howard Stern's.
Because the nighttime construction.
Nighttime construction.
They're doing a lot of daytime construction too around here.
I know.
But all right. So is there anybody else we're going to yell at for being late, or are we going to move on? Benji, you satisfied?
I'm not the one.
Sal's late sometimes.
I'm not the one who brought it up.
You're not?
No. It's if Gary would wake up a little earlier, this would not have happened.
Yeah, Benji's got this grin on his face that
Now,
you can see on Howard TV.
Listen, it's what's that German word? Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude when you enjoy other people. Yes, it does feel good to see other people being late, even though
right.
I don't want any
misery loves company.
Right. That's not exactly what Schadenfreude
But be
is.
honest, Benji, did it bother you when the show starts and Gary comes in because he's not called out?
It really didn't. That was no.
I walked in exactly the second the show started, and I heard Howard talking about me, and I was caught in that weird dance. Like I started to go to the studio, and I was just about to walk in to deal with it, and then he went to a different topic, and I go, well, why would I go in?
The only
You definitely made the right move.
It absolutely didn't bother. The only thing that bothered me is I got, which I wish I'd never earned it. I earned a reputation of being late. And I did earn that.
Right.
But then sometimes it got worse than I thought my reputation was. I'm working on changing that reputation, and I hope I continue.
You know,
to do
also
I will continue.
I think it's almost a compliment because in a sense that Gary was out, late today, and he's got me and Will and John and JD to kind of fill in. Maybe Gary's presence in the beginning of the show wasn't as missed because he had other guys filling it in. Where you're the only guy who sits and writes, so you're a singular talent to the show.
Well, I wish I could say that, but sometimes there were days where Scott DePace would go, Gary, I don't know if you're aware it's 6:40 and Benji's not here, and I go, really? I swear to God, that would happen. No, that would happen a lot.
That's not
true. It is true.
I'll just say that's not true.
But it is.
But I'll say it's not.
We wouldn't notice, especially at the old place. Not so much here because here your presence is. We're a little bit tighter, but at the old place they would go, Benji's not here. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right, so can we move on, or should we continue to...
That was fun, but we can move on.
All right.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop the clock. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, I dish all the details on what happened when me and Ronnie went to Vegas and how he came up with his new catchphrase. You don't want to miss it. Check it out.
Speaking of Vegas, Benji, Ronnie's out there doing his annual. You host this thing every year now, right?
I don't host it. I'm
co-host.
Guest presenter.
Oh, guest presenter.
Yeah, the first year I co-hosted it. And then they started using comedians after that.
So how many years is this been for you?
That was the fourth. This is the fourth year.
Fourth year.
All right. So you're doing
Exotic Dance Awards.
Okay, but other than that, you're doing other stuff for Ganji and Howard TV.
There's a convention during the day,
Right.
And Ronnie has to appear
Gentlemen's
at the
Club
Rick's,
convention.
Right, Gentlemen's Club, and Ronnie appears at the Rick's Cabaret booth.
So, like, what goes on at a Gentleman's Club convention? So you go there, and so there's a Rick's booth, and what do you do at the Rick's booth?
Pretty much you just hang around and say hello to people.
But why would somebody go to the Rick's booth? Like somebody thinking about being a franchisee?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And what happens is at this convention, there's everything from like people selling couches for clubs, people selling like liquid floors,
Poles,
lights,
Is there like a
everything,
funny
yeah.
money distributor? Or?
No, but there's like wristband distributors. There's like everything that
everything
you can think of.
Liquor
Yeah,
companies.
liquor
They give out
companies.
samples.
All
I
right.
mean,
Now, did you say stop the clock off the top of your head, or was Ganji telling you to say stop the
well,
clock?
I said it, and then he said, "Gee, that's a cool new catchphrase. Keep using it."
But Ronnie, okay, at that point,
But he
right?
used it
Hold on,
multiple
but
times.
hold on,
I've
all right.
used it before.
Hold on. At that point,
Okay.
because I don't know what your relationship with Ganji is. Do you stop and you go, wait a minute? Ganji told me that's good. Is he fucking with me, or is it really good?
You don't know because the way he tells you, it sounds like it's good.
But that means he's good at what he does.
Yeah, I guess it is. I guess he is good at what he does, that little fuck.
So at the moment, are you thinking I got another topless here? Like I've got something else I could.
Well, that's the way Ganji makes you feel.
So
know?
that's what you thought.
Yeah, well, now I realize what he did.
And Ganji, you know,
he's making a TV show. Is what he's making.
Like I hang out with Ronnie a lot, so he'll say things, and I'll be like, "Oh, Ronnie, that's great!" Like, and I really like pump him up, and I'll be like,
Such a
"Ronnie,
woman.
that's the way to do it." Like, "Oh, you should definitely do that." And I like because I know I'm like, and I just can't wait to get the camera going so I can get it on tape.
Well, there are a couple of things that I noticed this morning. The first thing is, I think Ganji's like a funny guy, but to me, on the air this morning, he was like on fire funny. Like he's never been funnier.
Yeah.
And you seem to be his muse. It's when he mixes it up with you, he was like banging away.
I know. Otherwise, he's a stale fucking piece of bread.
The other thing is, I'm shocked that like you were yelling at him this morning. You were so surprised, and I go, wait a minute, wasn't it a mere 6 months ago that Ronnie was on the air giving Ganji's eating schedule and busting Ganji's
Yeah,
ball?
exactly.
So I thought it was funny that you were so irritated when you guys give it back to each other.
Dude, he put up a thing on Twitter the other day. A platter of mozzarella. Did you see it? Did
No.
you follow him?
I didn't see it.
He puts up a platter that he ate for dinner of mozzarella and tomato and peppers and all kinds of crap. He goes, "This is my dinner. Was so good." This huge platter. He ate this whole thing by himself.
So you're saying that platter's his hot chick of the week?
Yeah, that's his hot chick of the week. Believe me.
Let's get back to whoa, 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 stop
Whoa,
the
whoa,
clock.
whoa, stop the clock.
And that was my favorite part of this whole thing was I, by accident, just said stop the clock at one point, just goofing around. And he goes, no. It's whoa, 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 stop the clock.
Yeah, right.
Like he
Don't mess
stopped
up my
to
thing, man.
to correct me that I got his catchphrase wrong.
So when you go to the Gentlemen's Club convention, I hang out at the booth for a little while, say hello to people. We have girls there, and we hang around with them. There's photographers come around, take pictures, and then I'll go around with Ganji, and we'll like do interviews, or we'll just go around scouting out the whole thing, see what's going on, say hello to people. And it's a convention.
How deep are you into the culture in the sense that like if the show ended and you could put up the money, would you ever like say you wanted to move to Phoenix, Arizona? Would you ever open a Rick's?
Well, first of all, you can't open a Rick's. There's no franchises.
Oh,
of
it's
Rick's.
not?
No. Rick's is totally owned by one person.
I thought it was a publicly traded company.
It is,
but you can't. Okay, would you?
He's not a franchise.
Would you ever open a club?
I thought about it, but there's a lot involved. Cabaret licenses, liquor licenses.
I honestly think
approvals from towns, townships, wherever you're opening it. It's a lot. It's a lot
He could be
involved.
like a consultant Like, he could definitely be hired as a strip club consultant. Like, if he wanted to go that route.
That's great.
He
That's not a bad
absolutely-
idea.
Hot girls.
Like
He
fly
could.
fly me in.
I got to
and,
tell you,
you know.
because they all listen. Like, a lot of times Ronnie was like giving advice. Like, I mean, I can't remember. Oh, he had a really good one too. And I
Dude.
can't remember what it was.
At the Best Buy, with the Best Buy machine, like the Best
Yeah,
Buy machine.
yeah.
You know what? You know when you go in like to the airport and Best Buy has a machine
Yeah.
where you could buy like iPods and stuff
Right.
right in the machine. Well, they had the same type of machine that they want to put in strip clubs where they put what would it
Vibrators,
vibrators,
like stuff like that.
Why would I need a vibrator at a strip club?
I have
don't
no
know.
idea, but to put it in all, I don't know where they want to put them.
Right.
But anyway, this girl Daisy Dukes, who's a porn chick, and she's a really nice girl. They're really nice people, a lot of them. And I said to the guy who invented this machine to put the stuff in, I said, "Why don't you come up with a miniature Daisy Dukes pussy that vibrates?" And put it in the machine. He thought it was the greatest idea in the world.
Because what guy wouldn't want to be seen in a strip club by
No.
Daisy Dukes pussy?
Yeah, but you stick it in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Guys like Ganji, who go home and jerk themselves
Imagine like you
off.
go to the party lot, and there's like 10 used pussies on the ground.
Sounds like you could be a consultant,
Ronnie
That
could
may
be
be
a
in your
consultant.
future.
He's got advice.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we covered a lot of topics. Jim Brewer was on the show, and we talked about how great he was. And he talked about his dad, and so we talked about what would make Howard cry if anybody on the show died. And that got us into a whole discussion on how religious everyone on the show is. So here's how it happened.
Today, stopping by again, friend of the show, longtime friend of the show now, I guess, Jim Brewer. And Brewer always has stories, and he always has the energy and the family stuff. But the Steve-O thing today just took it up another notch.
Well, not only did he have the impersonation down right, but he had the words and the phrasing down right. And I'll tell you, the one part of when he told the story about him being with him in London and they're going to set his hair on fire and there's nobody there. This is one thing that Steve-O does all the time. I go, Steve, please don't do it. He goes, dude, I've done it a million times. That's his line. But, of course, he's done it like once or never.
Now, I also thought it was interesting, speaking of the London thing, that Jim had the attitude of, not Steve-O isn't a comedian. He understood what Steve-O brings to the table, one in the audience, but also in entertainment. And it seems like other comedians would say, well, he's not a comedian. And there's an attitude that Jim just doesn't have.
Yeah, and if you get caught up in that, then you could just play with a bunch of comedians. Maybe not in front of anybody.
Now, the interview started with Howard saying that he loves Jim's book because it has it in the bathroom and he refers to it all the time, so he knows it very well. Do you take that as a compliment when someone tells you that they have your book in the bathroom?
Absolutely. Yeah, it means they like it. Listen, even if it's in the bathroom and no one reads it, it means they want to read it.
And it represents you, like when other people come to your bathroom.
That's true. I remember one time we went to Jackie's bathroom and we saw there was a book that was in the bathroom that was the funniest book. It was something, I don't know whether Nancy left it there on purpose, but the book was Coping with an Alcoholic. So when you go to somebody's bathroom, you look at the books and you try to read into what the hell's going on.
Of course. Now, Jim is now moving his dad in because his mother was beating up his father. But Jim's relationship with his dad, he's talked about it a few times on the show now. I mean, do you know anyone else who takes care of their family, both their parents and their kids, the way that Jim does?
He really, when I met him, I just thought he was a funny guy and he's sort of this wild, insane comedian. But from reading the book, and I even talked to him off the air a lot about his dad, he's really one of the most loving people I've ever met. I watched the trailer for that movie. If you go to Jim Brewer's website, you can see the trailer for the movie he's talking about. And it's funny because he's totally breaking his father's balls, but you can see it's out of love.
Yeah.
And then there's parts you can see even in the trailer where it's got to be a lot of love. Like he's got to change his father's diaper and all that other stuff. And a lot of other people would say, I can't handle this. I got a wife and a family. I could put my dad in a place where he could be treated, just as well, but he wants to do it.
I mean, along those lines, early in the show, Howard played the clips of Jimmy Kimmel crying when he's talking about Uncle Frank, and Howard's like, I'm just not, I wish I could be that way, but I'm just not that way. And Brewer and his dedication he shows, to his father, and I think Shuley was asking people in the back, like, what could drive Howard to actually cry on the air?
The only thing I could think of is like maybe if Robin died, because there's such a close bond between them. I said, if I died, I think Howard would be really sad, but I don't think he would cry. Fred, I don't think he would cry, but I think Robin maybe would make cry. But yeah, it's just not, when he tells those stories about his family, And you see it a lot in even your friends. Now that we're, I'm 50 and I see my friends and their parents, and you see how much of them comes from that. It's just who he is.
I remember one time, I think he started to, or you could definitely hear when he announced his divorce, or around that period.
Yeah, he almost cried on the 60 Minutes piece when he went to his old neighborhood.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. That was another one. And there was something else recently that happened in the last year or two where it looked like he was going there. It might have even been when he did an interview. And I remember they joked about that he was about to go there, and whoever was interviewing him sort of switched gears, so he was lucky that he didn't.
Well, he was on the new CNN guy. You're talking about
Piers Morgan?
I can't remember. It was one of those shows. And by the way, just to digress for 2 seconds, Uncle Frank on Jimmy's show, one of the nicest guys I ever met. I mean, huge fan of our show, nicest guy in the world. And I said to Howard, like, to me, it's a testament to Jimmy that how awesome it is that you get your own show and you can take your favorite uncle and put him on and put him in sketches and have him be funny. It wasn't like a pity thing that Frank was on. He was funny.
No, Jimmy involves a bunch of his family on his show, and you could tell. I know you could put them on because they're in your family. You could put them on because they're entertaining and funny, and Uncle Frank certainly was that. But you could tell how Jimmy feels about his family and the closest there. Whereas when you hear Howard, I think Howard is extremely close with his father and his mother, even though his dad's very standoffish with certain things emotionally, and his mom's his mom. But I want, unfortunately, and I hope it doesn't happen anytime soon, but his folks are getting older, and if he loses one of them, I think that's going to hit him real hard.
I agree. So I said his parents or Robin. I did say when I got interviewed by Shuley, like his parents. But, even watching the trailer from the Brewer movie, like, and I wrote about this in my book. I had the same thing with my father. My father and I, and Jim Brewer says the same thing, we never told each other we loved each other. I never said, Dad, I love you. Well, I probably did, but my father didn't say it back to me. But I never for a second doubted my father's love. It just was, World War II veteran. It's just not his way to say that, and that's just how people can be.
What do you remember? Like what your dad would say back when you said "I love you" to him?
I don't think I said it really to him until he was sick. I might have said it like once. I might have said, "Hey, Dad, love you."
Yeah.
And he might have gone, yeah. I don't know, like a grunt. No, or like a grunt. It's just like it probably made him a little uncomfortable.
But you knew the feeling was there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Do you tell your dad you love him?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I mean, like my kids and I, we say it all the time. I mean, I almost make it a point to say it to them.
Do you kiss them?
I do.
Where do you kiss them?
On the cheek.
Okay.
It's not to grab a little ass. No, I kiss them on the cheek. They're my kids.
Do you say that to your dad?
I do. My dad. I love my dad. I'm really close to him. I definitely, and I feel very much loved by him, by both my parents. But it's more something my mom would say back to me than my dad. He's very loving to me and will express loving, but doesn't call me up and say I love you.
No, I don't think very many dads do call up their, I don't know how old you are, but
we do
son
kiss
No, but there are moments in life where it may come up.
Huh?
Of course, I don't think anybody's dad. I don't call my kids up and go, "Hey, I love you."
Well, I do
but
that.
There are moments
but I
where
do that normally whenever I hang up with my parents. Like, talk to you later. I love you.
What does your dad say?
Look forward to talking to you on Thursday. That kind of, no, but it's not like an uncomfortable thing. It's just not as much his style to say. I use it as a goodbye.
I think I don't know who put up the note, but I think what drove Howard to almost cry was he was talking about his father being how proud he was, and that's really what got to him on the TV interview.
I think the thing for Howard too is it sounds like he and his parents are in such a great place right now, but it might not have been the same place 20 or 25 years ago. And again, having been through this, you get to a place where with your parents, is the older you get, the more you appreciate certain things and forgive certain things and understand certain things. And once you get there, it makes you closer.
Well, Jim certainly loves his mom and dad. He makes that very clear. The other thing he talked about a lot was his religiousness, but he wouldn't call it that. And then he talked about, of course, the maid being possessed by the devil, which we'll get to in a second. But would you consider Jim a religious person? I mean, his wife is one thing.
I get the impression Jim was raised in a religious background a lot like I was, but the difference is he's married to someone who's super religious, so he has the religious knowledge, but a lot of the religious wife is rubbing off on him, which doesn't make him religious. But there's a fine line between religious and superstitious. He seems to be a little of both.
What did you think of the maid being possessed by the devil?
I thought that was amusing. I don't think she really was.
Well, Jim does, apparently.
Benji? Well, he's sort of fence about that. Does he really think she was possessed?
You don't think it was a clear case of possession? Like, I didn't get it, but I think it's cool. I don't like, but I've never heard of cases of possession where I think like, oh, that's a definitive like case of possession.
Who do you think the most religious person is around here on our main staff?
Well, overtly or in reality?
Both.
Because overtly, I'm going to go with Sal. Sal's one of those guys who I don't think is very religious, but was beaten down as a kid like a Catholic. So he's like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that, you got to do this, you got to do that. The most religious person here. See, Benji's proud of his Judaism, but I don't know that necessarily makes him religious. I don't know that. Do you consider yourself religious?
I'm really interested in it. I'm really interested in is there a God, is there not, that kind of stuff. But I don't have a strong belief.
I don't know who is the most religious person here. It's not me.
But I do follow some religious practices.
I don't know.
My vote would be overtly or covertly. My vote's for Sal. I mean, Sal is the only person who. He's talked about it before, his beliefs.
If it's, I'm real curious because he's so strong opinion about stuff, and I would think he was Steve Brandano. I bet he.
I was an altar boy, but I'm not very religious now. No, but Lisa G's religious.
No, she's not.
No,
no.
What about Howard?
I mean,
Howard,
not what I would consider.
I put Howard in the Benji category. I don't think Howard doesn't go to temple or anything like that. I think he appreciates the historical aspect of it and the heritage more than the actual religion.
Well, I did ask, and it might be out of respect for his parents. I remember once on the air, God forbid, when his dad passed away, would he say the Mourner's Kaddish, which is a very big deal in Judaism to respect someone that's passed away. He said he would.
Oh, listen, I went to the funeral of a very close relative recently, and it was this really weird moment because I got up to take communion. I haven't taken communion in 30 years, but I did it out of respect for everybody that was around me.
Yeah.
There's also a difference between being a traditionalist and being religious.
Right.
And you brought up Lisa. I think Lisa's more of a traditionalist than she is.
Well, she's not. I don't think she's very traditional.
Well, I mean, she in terms of observing the holidays and things like that.
Oh, you mean she just takes off work when there's a Jewish holiday?
No. Well, yeah, I guess that's traditionalist in a way. That wasn't referring to that.
The weird thing is if you go a little deeper into our group, probably the most religious person here is Ross. He observes a lot.
I would say I'm probably, if you're going by practice, I'm more so than him probably.
When do you ever practice?
I for the most part, I don't eat milk with meat. I'm vegetarian now anyway, mostly, but I wouldn't eat before that. I wouldn't eat milk with meat. I wouldn't eat pork. I wouldn't eat shellfish.
Dan and Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, Dan. What's up?
I think Scott the Pace is probably one of the biggest religious nuts.
Well, we don't even know what religion is he. He says he's 1/16 Jewish.
He's an asshole. That's what kind of religion.
No, I don't think he's very religious.
Well, it kind of came up with Brewer. What do you do? Do you find religion as is a definitive belief in God?
John's question was what I took from it. Who's the most traditional religious here? Not what your faith is, but Sal, do you think do you find yourself to be very religious?
That's a tough question. I don't like going to church. I really don't believe in church. I go through the traditions of it, like Christmas, on Christmas Eve and whatnot. But I think religion is just your own personal communication and relationship with God. That's what I think religion is.
Does your family go to church every Sunday?
No, but we did when we were younger. I used to go with my my Nonna Pizza. That's what we used to call her. So we used to go with her, and she had the saints, the Madonna with the dollar wrapped around it, and she would pray for that. And my mom has a huge picture of Jesus Christ over her bed with big wooden rosary beads hanging down over it. So we're religion. I guess my family's religious in that sense, but I'm not that deep into it.
By the way, what Sal's talking about, my mother had them, my grandmother had them, religious statues, and you tape money underneath them. And the only reason I bring that up is that goes back, you have to turn the statue over to put the money under. And that goes back to one of the greatest lines in the history of the show when Pat Cooper's yelling at his mother. And he said, "Mom, you never turned over a statue in your life." That's what he's talking about.
And I tell you, as a kid, being at my grandparents' house, I was, especially when the ice cream man came by, I was always tempted to take that money. But my grandmother always told me, you take that money, something really bad's going to happen to you. You would get bad luck.
So what's the difference between that and voodoo?
Probably nothing. Voodoo is generally what?
I could put a spell on you.
Yeah, voodoo's more of an African religion. I think the Madonna with the money is an Italian thing.
But you believe in God, right?
Yeah, I believe in God. I believe there's something out there. I think there's something that we certainly need to identify with. I think we got here by some reason. I don't, there is. I think we all have a soul. I think there's somebody that we could communicate to. It's just there, and I think it's important to do that.
John, where do you fall
in terms of
how religious would you say you are?
Not very. I'm more traditionalist than religious, but religious enough to go through the the exercises, whatever else, of being a Long Island Jew.
My friend used to call it a revolving door Jew.
Yes,
because you go in for those 2 holidays.
Well, I don't even go in for the holidays anymore because I felt a little hypocritical about it. But now, by setting an example for my kids and all that stuff, I still do.
Wait, that's interesting. Why, if it's not important to you, do you feel it's important to set an example for your kids to do it?
I set the example to my kids that if you don't believe in it and you go, that's disingenuous. You're better off going when you feel like you need to be there. My wife feels that you should go.
Oh, wait. So you're saying you don't go to show your kids?
I didn't go before, but now I go.
But wait, but you're saying that you should go if you believe in it.
Right.
But how's that setting the example for your kids if you don't believe it?
Because I made the point for a number of years.
Oh,
and
so
then,
now
and then we all talked about it, and they said it would mean a lot.
We
if
just
you
like your
came,
company. Okay.
And I said, okay, I'll go.
Okay.
And complain about it the whole time, which
Okay.
is what a lot of Jews do, actually. During
The Catholics, too. Don't
yeah,
worry.
we do, big time.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we were talking a lot about Robin and her laughing at Howard when Howard talked about getting in touch with the weatherman. And then we moved on to Mad Dog Russo, but I saw Howard pop up on the screen, and he wanted to clarify why he got in touch with that weatherman and just didn't understand why Robin was laughing at him. So naturally, we talked to Howard, we gave our own opinions, and here's how it all went.
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. Go Blue, John.
Go Blue.
It really came across on the radio that Howard was pissed off at Robin when she just started laughing, but I cannot blame Robin because I just thought it was really cumbersome the way that Howard was explaining that he had basically his own personal weatherman tweeting to him, and it was hilarious. I was laughing along with Robin, and just it seemed like the weatherman was like maybe wanted to have some kind of contact with Howard and Beth, that he had this inside track that he was giving inside information, which was all known to publicly anyways. But it was really funny, and I think like Howard said, after he put in perspective with Mike, with Mad Dog and Mike, and so that it should be water on the bridge and not taken with a grain of salt.
I think the thing that pushed it over the edge wasn't Robin's initial laughing. It was her continued laughing.
Uncontrollable laughing.
And later uncontrollable laughing. And then you heard Howard's voice turn and explain, what was going on with the weatherman there.
I also thought it was interesting. It's one of the handful of times I can remember tension like that between Robin and Howard, at least that I was aware of it.
First of all, Robin has a personal captain, so I don't know why she's yelling at Howard for having a personal weatherman. But I also think, again, the way Howard told the story today makes a lot of sense. It was somebody that Beth followed on Twitter, so they became Twitter friends. In the age of Twitter, you become quote-unquote friendly with people a lot easier. Like, I became friendly with ESPN's Matthew Berry on Twitter, and I sometimes email him for fantasy, news or updates or something. And I don't consider him my personal fantasy guru. I don't think Robin would laugh if I said, "Oh, I emailed this guy for fantasy stuff." So I don't know why it's so funny.
No, actually, I think they were actually already friends.
Right.
And what Howard said,
yeah, they were friends before.
He said, "Oh, hey, follow my Twitter. It's good for me to follow."
Right. If you were friends with a guy who was a weatherman and there was a big thing going on, you thought you might have you had to evacuate, as for instance, and you might have information an hour early. Why wouldn't you take it?
I've called the Yankees before because I have some friends that work over there, and they're always monitoring the weather for games.
I can see Robin's point of view a little bit because it's a little bit like you're like, okay, come on, I know what you're saying on TV, but tell me the truth, like what's really going on, right? Like they're doing, but I can see like that you really do like, okay, I'm specifically like right here, what do you think? I would ask, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Brian in Ohio, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. You guys just talked about exactly what I was going to say, but I just thought it was so ridiculous that, didn't you guys notice that Howard changed his story as Robin kept laughing? And it got from, we wanted to know what the weather was like, so we called the Sam Champion, and then it was, wait a minute, we didn't call him, he called us.
It wasn't Sam Champion, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
it was
okay.
Somebody else. I can't remember.
John Bolaris.
Anyway, but didn't you notice that it changed to, okay, we just ended up following him on Twitter, and that's how we found out?
No, that's not what they said. He said the way the whole conversation started was this guy, was it Belaris, John Belaris? I guess he's friends with Beth and
Right.
Howard, and he said to Beth, "Oh, can you follow me on Twitter?" Like maybe he called her up, said, "Because I'm doing all these hurricane updates on it."
Okay, I don't know. It just seemed like his story started changing the more uncomfortable he got, and that made for such great radio. I was dying.
I just, there's not one person in this room that if they weren't friends with a weatherman wouldn't call him for a little person. Like, it makes total sense. I don't think it's crazy.
And Benji, when you're saying like, tell me something that I should know, I don't think it's that. But what if a guy's not going to be on the air for 2 hours?
Yeah.
And if he's sitting in front of it right now and he goes, "Yeah, I'm going to go on the air in an hour. This is what I'm going to say, but I'm telling you early. So if you have to evacuate, here's a way to get out early."
I think. Listen, it was the most fascinating thing. If you lived in the East Coast going on, it's interesting. It was an interesting
Every
thing to ask
channel
about.
on TV had constant. You couldn't watch anything else but storm coverage.
Yeah, but you don't know.
So there's no
I got to
reason.
tell you, some of those people I don't trust.
They're lying. The weathermen are lying to you.
No, I think in my mind, and I know I'm crazy for saying this, some weathermen are better than others, but they're probably all the same.
And I also think, okay, if I had a friend that was a weatherman and I called him, what I would be hoping to hear is, "Look, dude, the storm looks like it's going away. We're still hyping it up for the ratings, but don't worry so much about it." That's what I'm looking for.
Here's my thinking. I think Sam Champion is very believable. The reason is he's been on the air for 20 years. If he sucked as a weatherman, they would have fired him already. So he must know what he's talking about.
So
and what I'm saying is ridiculous.
Dr. Frank Field was your guy. I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Growing up, Dr. Frank Field was a legend.
All right. Howard, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Hey, first of all, I'm calling in because I'm listening to the discussion about John Belaris, the weatherman, and people are saying I changed my story. The story is very simple, and I want a chance to clarify this because I still think Robin's laughter was inappropriate. Here's what happened. We know John. John lives in our area. He knows where we live. We were being told to evacuate. I said to Beth, I think it's ridiculous. Based on the weather information I'm getting, I think we should stay where we are. Not going to move 3 cats and a dog. It's ridiculous. We're staying, and our neighbors are staying. So I told her that. She's friends with John and said that she was talking to John and said, "Oh, we're staying." He said, "Hey, can I speak to you guys about that because I want to tell you something." He called and said, or Beth called him, I don't remember which it was. But in any case, they had a discussion in front of me where they said, "Hey, Howard thinks we should stay." And he said, "I really don't think that's a good idea. And here's why. Because of what the tides are going to be and this and that and the other thing, that it's going to be, crazy and there could be flooding and all of this." And so he advised us that my decision was not accurate, that it probably should leave. Now, what the fuck is so funny about that?
I got to say, what you just said to me made total sense, and I'm not being a kiss ass, because we were agreeing with you.
I'm not looking for a personal weather forecast. I made a decision to stay. He heard about it. I didn't tell him my decision, but he said, "Hey, I hear your decision. Look, I'm a professional weatherman, and I know the area because I live there, and I'm telling you, it could potentially be a lot worse than you're imagining."
That makes sense.
I think
He's a friend who was concerned.
I think Robin heard it as we talked to our own personal weatherman, and that's why we decided to do what we did. I think that's the way she heard
I don't
it.
even really know John as a weatherman. In fact, he had to tell me what he did for a living. I'm not familiar with the local Philly market, and he, in fact, had said to Beth, "Why don't you follow me on Twitter? I'm doing all these hurricane reports." And so she's a friend, and she said, "I'll follow him on Twitter." So I don't know. I mean, listen. Why would that be funny? I think Robin laughed way too long.
Yes.
And I didn't understand it.
Would it be?
I'm not angry with her.
Would it be fair to say you were irritated?
Hold on a second. Ronnie and I are about to die. What's going on up there? Drive safely. He's in a fucking rush. He's like a mental case. Easy. It's not funny.
Stop the clock.
Howard, were you pissed? I mean, at her initial reaction, or the fact that she just went into
No, I
hysterics
felt the
over
laughter
it?
was going on, and in fact, I felt that she was laughing because she'd gotten caught up in me saying, "What do you think so funny?" And then she just couldn't answer, so she kept laughing. I didn't feel the laugh was real.
Interesting.
I thought I thought the laugh was real. I don't know about you.
I don't think so. I don't think it was. But Robin, I wasn't mad at Robin. I mean, I wasn't, and that's another thing. I'm not angry with Robin. Listen, Robin is there to react and do things on the air that are provocative and interesting, and to be herself.
Well, maybe not mad, but you could be. It could have irritated you or make you feel
It
bad.
irritated me because I didn't think it was funny. I mean, I didn't. I was like, well, what is funny about a guy calling up and saying? And maybe I didn't explain it well to Robin, but
We all got it.
Yeah.
Robin.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we all understood.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, so I thought, well, maybe there's a joke here that I'm not getting, that there's something crazy in the fact that this guy's a weatherman and he's concerned about us and thinks I'm making the wrong decision.
Well, Benji was saying before it's one of the few times where he sensed genuine tension between you and Robin. Is that was going?
No, I didn't have. Honestly, I wasn't upset or angry. I was just like, well, I don't understand what's funny.
But you seemed to me that you were.
I was irritated.
Yeah, maybe not at Robin, but at the situation. Like that
I was
seems.
irritated.
Yeah, that
irritable.
seemed to be real.
But I'm
emotional.
irritable all the time. I mean, I'm always irritable, Benji.
Howard, what's your gut on Bubba after talking to him today?
Oh man, I don't even know if I want to tell you my gut. I think Bubba and this is all. By the way, this is based on nothing. Okay, I think Bubba's a wild guy. I mean, genuinely wild. Not a radio guy posing as a wild guy. He's wild. I think he's wild. I think she's wild. And in my imagination, by the way, I'm purely making this up. I have nothing to base it on. That she gets a little crazy and he gets a little crazy. Like maybe even open marriage stuff. By the way, I just totally made that up.
Right, but if that were the case, when it comes, how can open marriage last forever, or does at some point it get weird for one person or the other?
I don't know.
I think that's what must have happened. Somebody got weirded out by something.
The last time both of them were on the show, she was complaining that he wasn't having sex with her enough. I mean, that was the major complaint. That was like a year or two ago.
So then I start to think, now, by the way, based on nothing, but then maybe he was getting it on with chicks, and then maybe she started getting it on. I mean, this is nothing.
Yeah, but hasn't Bubba said that on the air that he does that sometimes?
I don't know. Bubba always presents himself as a wild sexual person. So who knows? Ronnie, what do you think's going on over there? Keep your eye on the road. He's getting excited. No, I don't really know, but I would have to say that is where my imagination is running wild, because I think he's wild. He probably has a couple of broads. Maybe she's got a dude or a couple of dudes. Now, by the way, this is all my fantasy.
In your fantasy, do you think he wants to be back together with her?
Yes.
See, in my fantasy, she got something going on the side, but it's not dudes.
Oh,
That's hotter fantasy.
But that's just my fantasy.
I don't know. Radio guys are a very different breed than most people.
Well, you're very different than most radio guys.
I am. I'm not, because I've been sequestered. I'm a self-imposed exile. I'm more sort of on my own. But a lot of radio guys, they bond. They have lots of hijinks. Like Bubba's a man's man. He has lots of bros. They hang out. I mean, anything could have gone wrong. And when he says he's, preoccupied with a lot of different things, I don't know. It feels like there's more to the story.
So Bubba's trying to win her back?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. It depends what the scenario is.
Yeah, I just think that he really – I felt like he didn't want to give anything away today, and he was going to bear the brunt of it for, say, it's me, because he just didn't want to talk about anything.
But didn't you think
he actually sounded today like a guy who's already lawyered up. So he's
Right.
like the lawyer's saying to him, you shut your mouth, Bubba. Don't say a word. I don't care what good radio comes out of it.
See, I took it he was doing kind of the Sal rap, like it's me. I'm not, my focus is in the wrong place. I need to spend more time. That whole thing that Sal did when he had his issue with Christine and the emotional friend.
Yeah, I don't know. Sal's story is the most outrageous. Like, Sal's got this hot wife who doesn't want to have sex with him, and then has an emotional friend. I don't know. Could that be Bubba's situation, that she's got an emotional friend, like a lover or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
I bet she has emotional friends.
I mean,
if that's
Bubba
the
can
case.
get lots of women. I know that. He's very masculine.
Well, he definitely Bubba seemed to imply something happened, because he said, whatever happened, I'll take the blame.
Yeah, something happened. So maybe. So when I hear a guy say that, this is all my imagination, that he's with chicks, and then all of a sudden she says, fuck this, I'm going to go get a guy, and then he gets pissed, something like that. But who am I to even think that for a minute? I mean, Heather's a Sunday school teacher, isn't she?
I think you might be right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know who the hell knows what happened. I mean, you never know, and maybe we'll never know. But he lives a wild life, Bubba.
And he was also torn with I know what makes good radio, Howard, but I don't want to answer your question. Yet if I don't answer it, then I'm not going to make great radio for you.
That's why I think he's a guy who's already gotten a lawyer.
Interesting.
Lawyers tell you to shut your mouth, because then when it comes to a settlement, they'll whip out those phone conversations with me.
That's true. I've seen many a conversation be subpoenaed.
Or it could be that he really wants her back and he doesn't want to screw it up.
Could be
What do
that.
you think?
It could be that too. I think this deal is done.
Yeah, I think more of what you said. A guy who lawyered up, who's got to get his ducks in a row, doesn't want to say anything to fuck that up.
Hey, Howard,
She seems like, by the way, a really nice girl too. So, in my heart of hearts, I'm being honest now that I really do hope Bubba patches it up with her and they have a nice, long, wonderful, loving relationship. Because divorce, especially with kids involved, is maybe the worst thing. It just explodes a family. And don't forget, Heather's been raising his son with him, and he's been involved with her daughter. So, it's just the worst thing in the world. And also, you really do. I don't think people value their marriages enough. Like, when you have someone who really has your back and things are going great, it can really be the most valuable relationship, ever in your whole life. There's nothing more valuable than that. So I hope they work it because I like Bubba and I'd like to see him have some peace in his life.
Howard, I'm curious. Like, if you talk to Bubba off the air, does that make it really hard for you then to discuss it on the air because now you know something?
Yes, I don't want to know anything. I'd rather sit here with you guys and be in the dark and make my conjecture.
It's so funny. We just had a guest offer to us today, and the guest wanted 10 minutes alone with Howard before they came in there. I was like, I'm not interested in that.
No, I won't do that. That would be worse than anything.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, because then what's the point? Whatever that guest was going to tell me, and I'm not going to mention her name, but if that guest had something to tell me in private, that's the whole time I'm interviewing them. I'm going to be thinking about that. I'm going to go. I know I'm going to ask her about it.
So are you still going to reach out to Bubba, or are you going to avoid that because this is kind of a fun issue to talk about?
No, I will reach out to Bubba actually. Although from what I hear, you can't even get in touch with Bubba. He's a top secret guy.
But Howard said to Bubba point blank today, he's like, I'll tell you it off the air. And Howard's like, no, I don't care. I want to hear it now.
I would actually be worried if he told me off the air anything confidential because if I accident, people tell me so many things, and I'm on the air doing a free association on the air, 4 or 5 hours sometimes, that sometimes I forget what I'm not supposed to say.
Howard, that's funny because it was like 2 weeks ago. I told you something during the break, and I said, not for the air. And it luckily wasn't a big thing, and you came back and you said it, and John Hines started laughing. He goes, didn't you just say to Howard during the break, not for the air? And then you said
Let me tell you something. I have no memory. I have no idea that I'm not supposed to say that on the air. I'm not doing it to defy anyone or to mess anyone up. I literally do not. When you're on the air, when I'm on the air, I swear to you this is true. I listen to the replays because I don't even know what I said. I don't know half the time what I'm saying. I don't remember it. It's not a scripted program. So, it's like just coming out of me. I'm almost listening to the show as it's happening. It's not, how much time would I have to sit there and really analyze what I'm saying? I don't have any.
Howard, one last question, then I'll let you go. Was Steve Leeds waiting outside your door when you left today?
No. Steve wasn't. I love Steve. Steve's a good man, but waiting outside my door is really uncomfortable because
if you listen
to a conversation.
And if you listen to the show, which he does every day, that's like on the 10 Commandments of things not to do.
People don't believe that applies when it comes to them.
That's true.
I swear to you, remember we were saying on the air how Tim always gets me right after the show?
Uh-huh.
Tim came up to me today, and he goes, you're not angry with me. I go, of course not. He goes, I have to come up to you after the show. And I go, you do? He goes, well, I have things I want to say, and I don't care. I can't wait. But I go, Tim, and I got uncomfortable. I said, well, yeah, of course. It's like Tim doesn't think it applies to him. No matter, how many times have we had this discussion with Tim?
A lot.
We just say, Tim, look, I'll deal with you all day. When it comes to our radio channels, I'm there 24/7 for you. I said, all I need is a half hour after the show to unwind, where you don't lay everything on me. Because my opinion is useless after the show. I'm fried. I just need 20 minutes to meditate, and then I can meet with you. But he doesn't believe it applies to him. He thinks I'm kidding.
Does that apply to him being in the studio as well, Gary?
No comment.
About you? When have I ever said that to you?
No. I said, does that apply to Tim being in the studio during the breaks?
Yeah. Well, we've told Tim that. We said, Tim, there's no need for you to be in the studio. He goes, no, I need to be there to hear what's going on.
Do you know that there's some days, we have such limited time during the commercial breaks, that there's some days that I sprint in front of Tim as he's going in to get to you before he does?
Tim's a pisser. We're walking out today, and there's like 500 people in the hallway. It's serious, and like that whole thing is like so annoying because you want to just get out, and people get excited to see me, and they want to talk and stuff. So under my breath I go, oh no, because I open up the door and I see it. Tim goes, do you not want to go out this way? I go, no, I'm going to go out. I go, but Tim, do you have to walk in front of me? You're going so slow. If I could just move quickly here, I can get through this. You're blocking me. It's like you got to move out of my way.
Oh man.
So but I love Tim. Listen, let me tell you about Tim. There isn't a better guy on the planet who could be the program director of these channels. First of all, I'm nuts. He deals with me beautifully. He manages the place fantastically. People actually like him, and he works his ass off. I couldn't be more grateful for him. So the idea that Tim bothers me right after the show sometimes. In a way, I like his exuberance too. You know what I mean? It's sort of a mixed bag because if he wasn't that exuberant, he wouldn't be that good as a program manager. I really do mean that.
We all love Tim.
We do.
No, Tim's a great guy. He really is, and he works so hard for us. And he really is the man. He's the man. He's the man.
All right, Howard, I'll let you go. Thanks for clearing up. I hope you feel like you cleared up the whole weatherman.
I feel I did. I feel I needed to defend myself.
And never let a woman who has her own private captain make fun of you for having a private.
I heard that point. I like that point.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Elisa Jordana, and I am on the show today playing a few songs. And also, I'm here because I'm a very good friend of Benji. And he brought me here. I don't really know why, but I'm looking forward to talking about our relationship.
Now, I've heard through several conversations that this is a very complicated relationship. Well, from your end, it's not so complicated, but as always with Benji, it's very complicated because he really adores you.
Yeah, he's an adorable person. I don't think it's actually that complicated. Just we hang out. We're like best friends. We're like actually boyfriend and girlfriend without the sex. That's the only difference between a boyfriend and girlfriend and us.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing Howard's take on all this.
Me too.
All right. Good luck today, Elisa.
Thank you.
You want to talk about her now? She was the guitarist in Cobra Starship from 2005 to 2007. She was kicked out of the band, basically.
What was she, the guitarist? Oh,
Guitarist. It's like a guitar with a keyboard on it.
Oh.
Isn't that the thing that, wait a second, isn't that the thing that Randy used to play in Journey? Like that big
That's funny. Just a few other things that are funny. So they met on J-Date. She doesn't want to have sex with Benji. She doesn't like to be touched sexually. Doesn't have any sex drive, according to Benji. She's been single for a long time. She said she's physically attracted to celebrities who look like Bradley Cooper and James Franco.
That's Benji.
Sounds like she hung out with.
Naturally.
This is a conversation for Benji, maybe not here, but down the line. I would love to know one day how far his net is cast. So we know he goes on J-Date. We know he goes on Craigslist. But I wonder, is he on weird? Is he on sites like Indian dating, where it's he could be on anything? I would love to know how far the net is cast of where he goes to fuck women.
Has anyone ever seen his J-Date profile?
No.
I'd love to know the picture he puts up and what he writes on there.
That's if he uses his real name.
Yeah.
Beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
Benji, we started telling me about this girl he met, and I didn't know you met her on J-Date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean he met her on J-Date?
Well, you know, Benji's got this web that, like, I don't even know how far the web extends. Like, I wish he'd be honest and tell me, because, like, he's on all of these internet sites. Like, I know he's on JDate. I know he's on
I know
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
Used to be.
You're not on Craigslist anymore?
Nah, just
on all these lists, like on JDate, are you Benji Bronk or are you someone
well, you
else?
use a screen name. So on JDate, I'm Benjamin.
Benjamin, okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's what other web? Can we ask what other websites? Are
Honestly,
you on?
it's just JDate and Facebook, and that's pretty much it now.
Where
Twitter.
do you meet most of your women? Twitter?
I haven't really. I guess JDate in recent times, or Facebook.
So Benji meets this girl, and it turns out like he's been working her for weeks. And, you know, in fact, the way we found out about her, Benji did a stunt the other day. He was walking down the street. Yeah, bring her in, Gary. This is Elisa Jordana. He was walking with her through the streets. Come on in. Is it Alyssa or Elisa?
Elisa.
Elisa. Hi, Elisa. Come on in.
Hi there.
Hi.
This is the greatest story ever. I'm still doing the setup, but help me with it.
Okay.
So the other day, Benji was walking down the street with Elisa, and he wanted to impress her, so he did his stunt in front of the CNN cameras where he got on CNN.
Right.
And he's so in love with Elisa. Like, he even said to me, I don't know what it is with her. I don't know what it is with her. You know, he's obviously completely smitten. And I said to him, well, how long has he known you, Elisa? He met you on JDate.
Right. We spoke on JDate a few years ago.
Right.
But I was in LA at the time.
You were in a band, right?
I was, yes.
And the band has gone on to great success.
Yes.
Are you the Pete Best of that band? What is the name of that band?
I am, actually, exactly.
Yeah. What is the name of that band?
Cobra Starship.
Cobra Starship. They've had a couple of hits on, like, Sirius Hits 1 and all that kind of thing.
All the big radio stations.
What is their hit?
What happened? A few, yeah, they've had a lot of hits. Snakes on a Plane. That was when I was in the band.
Right.
And then they had Good Girls Gone Bad. And now they have, I don't even know the name of the new song, but it's actually a bigger hit than the other ones.
Right. Yeah. So unfortunately, she was in the band, and then they broke big.
Yeah.
But they kicked you out of the band because you used to bring people on the tour bus all the time, and they were weirdos, and they were stealing things, and they blamed you?
Well, like, when I was on tour for a long time, I was very bored. You know, I wanted to meet new people, and all these fans, they would, like, hang out outside the bus. And, you know, they'd want to hang out with me, and I was very flattered by that.
Sure.
And, you know, it was my first band, and it was just very fun. So I invited, like, all these kids that were, like, 15, 16 on the bus, and I was having so much fun with them. We'd have dance parties, and we'd be dancing to my music. That's very flattering, you know?
Right.
And so, you know, they'd come on the bus, and then one time they stole, like, all the band's iPods.
Ooh.
And then,
kids.
you know, everybody was very upset with me after that. So,
Right. So they fired you.
yeah. I mean, that was not the only reason, but that was basically.
Were you the lead singer?
I played a keytar, which is like a keyboard that you hold like a guitar.
Right, I've seen that.
And so I played that, and I sang backup, and it was very fun.
Right. And so do you sit there and go, oh, my God, I'd be a huge success right now. I'd make tons of money, the whole thing. It's got to be driving you crazy.
It is not good, you know, to think about. But, I mean, I can't really complain too much because it opened a lot of doors for me.
But can I be honest with you? I feel your pain in that instance. I mean, you know, you put in time with a band and everything, then you see him go on to great success. I can't imagine the pain that was Pete Best's life.
I think about him all the time, actually, because
Right, yeah.
I really relate to that, you know?
Of course.
And also, it's, like, really bad because I don't know, it was my idea to use the keytar, and, like, then this new girl, like, they replaced me without telling me.
Right.
And I found out online. I looked at, like, a pictures from a party on Wire Image, and then it said, you know, Cobra Starship, and then it wasn't me. It was somebody else that looked just like me.
Right.
You know, and then I get a text from the tour manager saying, you know, does Elisa know she was replaced? And I'm like, you know, you just texted me that. So that's how I found out.
You think about your life. You were in Cobra, and now you're with Benji. It's a real.
I don't know if things are going the right way.
I'm as big as a starship. From Cobra Starship to Benji, it's quite a
Benji
fall.
Starship, yeah, it's pretty good.
Cobra Benji. So anyway, you got to hear this because I became fascinated with this story. So Benji says to me, "Oh my God, I'm in love with this Elisa." Now the love goes like he's totally taken with you. What did Benji describe in your words? What it is about Elisa that? And maybe it's embarrassing to do in front of her. But you're totally taken with her.
I don't think she's a perfect person, but to me, you don't like that?
I mean, that's what you had to say first. I mean.
Right.
Okay.
And this is what else I don't like it now. She's when I'm around her, I'm just so happy and I have so much fun. And this is someone I've always said, like, I can't get married and be monogamous.
Right.
And this is someone, and it might not end up being with her, but it's like, wow, this is
gives you
someone.
hope that
this is someone I could spend my whole life with and every day be happy and look forward to being with her.
Like, you're in love. You're in love with her.
I'm not in love in a commitment kind of way because we haven't dated. But
and poor Lisa's saying to herself, why can't this guy just be a little hotter?
Or Tommy Mottola.
She does. I think she, like, deep down.
Do you think you're going to wear her down?
No, it's not.
Let me tell you how in love he is with her. He was so nervous. Doug was telling me this. Doug Goodstein from
Howard TV.
Howard TV. He said when Elisa was in the green room, Benji went running out. He came in this morning. He was covered in orange juice and things. He had juice. He says, as soon as Elisa gets here, give her this. Like he.
Oh, he had stuff for her.
Like stuff for her. Elisa, is it dangerous that you might end up taking advantage of the fact that he's so into you?
I don't want to take advantage of him. 'Cause
Right.
I see that he's such a great person, you know,
Right.
just like towards everybody, not just me.
But can you help it?
Can I help it?
Have you said to yourself, why can't I be attracted to this guy?
I actually get sad sometimes. Like once in a while, we'll be like at the dinner or something. The other night we went to this like kind of a romantic dinner.
Right.
And I got so sad because there's like these people next to us. They're on a date and we're like having so much more fun than them.
Right.
You know, and I'm
But you're
comparing
not
myself.
going back to your room
Right.
and going to bed.
Actually, we slept in the same bed last night.
Well, yeah. Now,
You know, I mean-
Benji says he was very nervous about he's more nervous about your appearance than you are.
He's
today.
making me very nervous.
Yeah,
actually.
right. He is, right?
I'm sorry.
Because he was like, I have to be with you the night before the appearance.
No, she told
I
me
want to make
that.
sure that you get to bed early.
Wait, no. Oh, no. She wanted me to stay with her last night. She wanted me to stay with her last night.
You did?
I mean, I like being around Benji. You know, I really do.
Let's put it this
okay.
way. Is there any chance he could ever, that you could imagine a scenario where you fuck him?
It's like hard to say, you know. It really is because
It could happen.
You never know. I was friends with a guy for 3 years. We didn't do anything, and then at the end of the 3 years, then we hooked up. You know, so you just never know. He's been growing on me. I mean,
He has?
yeah.
Like a fun guy?
Not like a sexual way, but like in a friend.
Nah, just be getting fatter.
Right.
No, he's been going to the gym, and he actually grew his beard and his mustache. And
He's doing whatever he can to be attractive to you.
Yeah, he
Do you
got
like a
this
guy
one.
with a little facial hair?
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
You see?
So he's growing facial
Oh,
hair.
he is. Oh, there he is.
He's beautiful
Okay.
right now. He has this new outfit. He looks.
But it's
stunning.
just you've described you're attracted to a guy who looks a little bit like the famous movie actor. I'm trying to think of the name.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh God!
Right.
That is like the opposite of Benji.
All right.
I think they both have blue eyes, actually. So.
Well, you're a very good-looking woman. I can see why
Thanks,
Benji's attracted to you.
But
I
it's
mean,
not just looks. She's so, I don't know.
What is it?
She just has such a happy. Well, she's not super happy. She's actually she has a lot of.
She's
she
dark.
gets worried, huh?
Is she dark?
No, she's not dark. She's not. She's like a real caring, sweet person. But it's so fun to be around her. She's so alive.
Here's what Benji said. One of the most amazing, beautiful spirits I have met in my life.
Spirit.
Whenever I'm around her, I'm so happy. Except when I get really sad that she's not into me.
That's like the kind of thing that makes me real sad. You know?
I kind of love everything about her. I even really like her mom. I've talked to her mom on the phone.
Wow, he's even getting into the family.
She's exactly the woman I've always dreamed of, except that she's not into me. I know I'm not her type, and I know I'm not good looking, but I also think that she loves me, but not romantically, and I think a part of her gets very sad that she's not into me that way. Whenever we are both home, we are almost always on Skype. She gets upset when I want to hang up and tells me to just leave it on while I sleep. But I love being connected to her that way, too. So you keep your computer on with Benji?
I do.
So what the fuck? I mean, maybe you're into him. What's going on?
Can
Be
you be
honest.
into a person, you know, just like mentally and emotionally and not physically? I feel like that's what's going on.
Right. I mean, he's gross.
It's like he's a girlfriend.
I look at him and I like imagine. I like try to like imagine like,
Him fucking?
I do. I try to like because he like tells me stories of that he's good at certain things.
Eating out women. I've seen him do it.
He said he's very good. You seen him do it?
I've seen him do it.
Well, we've seen him demonstrate.
Yeah,
okay.
I
have this
cookie
wrapper.
Yeah. I've seen him go to town on a woman. Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. He's real good on going. So he keeps describing that he could please you in ways you've never been pleased before.
Right, but every guy says that. That's the thing.
Of course.
They
And
all say the
also,
same thing.
the guy, you have to be attracted to the guy to get off.
I know.
Well, that's what I'm
Hello.
telling. I'm telling her, a girl. That's not important for her, a girl to be attracted to the guy.
Sure, it is.
It doesn't matter. In the
Something
long run.
about a guy has to turn a woman on in order for her to orgasm.
Well, I'm trying to convince her it doesn't.
Well, yeah, this is a new theory Benji's trying to promote.
Now, you did something I think was sort of nice. You tried to say to Benji that you're asexual, that you don't have sex with people, but that's not the case, is it at all? Let's be honest.
I mean, I don't like have sex for sport. Like, I don't go out to a club and be like, oh, I really want to get some tonight. You know, let me see how I can make that happen. You know,
Right.
I have to like love the person and want a relationship with them.
Right.
You know, and Benji, like, as soon as we start talking, he like talks about sex like right away. You know, and he's like, do you masturbate? Like, it's like that's not. I don't want to talk about that.
Well, because
I'd rather be asexual than talk about.
No, the reason I
excuse me, do you masturbate?
So in other words, he's creepy.
How big are your dildos? The reason because she did bring up early on, like, well, I'm not even into, you know, like that kind of like being physical, and I found that fascinating.
Right.
And
listen to me. If she was into a guy, if Bradley Cooper walked in, she'd be so sexual right now. It wouldn't even be funny.
Aw.
And meanwhile, Doug said when he walked into the green room to see Benji with Alicia, Elisa, he said it's so uncomfortable. Benji gazes at her like you feel like he's raping her with his eyes.
It's uncomfortable in front of all you guys and stuff, but we have.
He said that you go
No,
into
they're
a trance.
looking at you.
Right.
I know.
Looking at her.
I am nervous today because I know I want her to do so well, and I want her to have a fun time, and I want you guys to see. I know it's there, and I want the world to see that.
You feel that she's Billy Joel.
Well, not that. I told her she got mad about that. Not that Billy Joel.
And
not
I'm
that Billy Joel.
Which Billy Joel?
Do you find him correcting himself a lot? Like because a lot of things he says are ridiculous.
I just think the Billy Joel thing. I don't want people to be listening for that.
What I meant was like she really has. She's not just
You
like
are in love, my man.
She's not like a voice tracker or whatever it's called. Like the.
You know what's funny about you?
She's a classically trained penis.
If she started fucking you, well, how soon would
All
you
of
get
this
bored?
would go
I
away.
I said the same exact thing.
I don't think
Same
so.
exact thing. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know, but I know I
You would settle down with her.
Would I get married tomorrow? No, but maybe next Monday. Yeah.
All right. You're really in love. Are you in love?
Not in a commitment way.
Are you in love?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love her. I love her who she is. I love her.
How long are you going to keep this up if she's not going to have sex with you?
Does he know?
I told her I have a 60-year plan.
No, come on. Seriously. How long? Because I know you're
I don't know. Sometimes
you will nag her forever.
No, I don't know. Like,
have you had sex with other women while you've known Elisa in the sense that like
since we've met each other, yes.
You have because she's just not going to give you any. Have you kissed her?
No.
Are you ever going to kiss him even? Or would you throw up in his mouth? Or in your own mouth?
It's really hard to tell right now.
There's no way you'd want to kiss him. I don't blame you. I mean, I think Benji's a great guy.
You do?
But yeah, but
So
I mean,
is Benji just someone who's taking up the space until you find someone you really want to be with?
yes.
Like, you're going to drop him like a hot potato if you find a guy you really like you're into. You won't be Skyping him and keeping the line open. You won't have time for him.
But the truth is, like, nobody would be a better boyfriend than Benji. Like, he's the best.
I
Like, he does so
understand
many nice
that,
things.
but you don't have a boyfriend right now.
I know, yeah.
But Robin,
the
I
moment
think
you get one, he's going to be in the way.
Are you seeing anybody?
No, just Benji.
Just Benji.
I think she's more worried about me dropping her.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because maybe I won't keep up with it. Like, part of me, because I do get so sad sometimes.
Right.
Like when I get sad about it, it's horrible.
How long have you two known each other now? 3 years?
We didn't really. I don't remember. Like, we met this summer.
Right. What happened? You contacted her on J-Date.
We can't. Yeah.
You were taken with her picture, I'm sure.
No, actually, her profile was really funny.
Okay.
And that's. I mean, yeah, I know she's super hot, but it's her personality.
So how did you wear her down even to have her meet you?
I don't.
Did you
just,
throw in the Howard Stern show stuff, or I mean, how'd you finally get her to meet you?
We pretty quickly just said we were going to meet for dinner.
Right. And so when you met him, were you like, oh shit?
Did you see a picture of
My
him
pictures
first?
are very good.
No, his picture is amazing. It's
That's
really
a problem.
good.
You were attracted to his
He
picture.
had a nice hat on.
Right. He looked kind of cool.
He did look cool in the. He has great pictures. No, but you know, he was.
Could you just be your picture, Benji?
Why don't you tape that picture over your head?
No, when we met, I mean, it was kind of nice. He was so nervous. He was like so sweaty and like red. Like it was
Oh,
so
he's
cute.
red.
It was adorable. How can you not love him?
I've seen that sweaty red look.
Yeah.
There's nothing adorable.
We've seen it for
about
a long time. I don't know. I
So
think
when you
it's
met him, you saw how sweaty and red he was,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you thought it was cute.
I did. I thought it was adorable.
But you weren't attracted to him.
No.
Right. See, I told him. He sweats like a motherfucker. He's red all the time. I don't know if that's, what's that called? Euthanasia or whatever it's called?
Echinacea?
I don't
No,
know.
what? Euthanasia?
I don't
What
know.
are you talking
What
about?
is it?
Psoriasis.
Psoriasis.
But I'm good today. I'm pretty
no,
good.
you're pretty calm today. Yeah. You're not that red.
Yeah.
But, and so Benji prepared you for today's performance.
Right.
He was very nervous about it. He was making you nervous.
Yeah.
And he said, you got to get to sleep. So he put you on Ambien last night. Is that correct?
Well, we were at dinner the other night, and he mentioned that I might need an Ambien to wake up early today.
Right.
And I actually, when we were at dinner, I had a date after the dinner.
Wow.
And then I was thinking, like, I don't know. Then I planned the date next door to where we were eating.
Right.
So Benji said he didn't know how long it would take to kick in the Ambien. So he took an Ambien, I took an Ambien.
Right.
Before your date?
Before my date. And then I said, Benji, you know, I'm really scared. I'm going to fall asleep on this date. Make sure nothing happens
Oh,
to me.
he didn't want you on the date.
Yeah, so he came
No,
on
no,
the
that's
date.
not why.
Oh, dude.
No, I didn't know she had a
You
date.
gave her an Ambien before the date?
No, I didn't know she had a date.
So what happened when you went on the date? You must have been exhausted.
Well, I was on the date, and then Benji was like two tables down. Like,
Watching the date?
No, wait. She asked me to
my
come.
God.
Wait,
Why would you go on her date?
No, he was
she
great.
begged me to come because she was scared to go.
Why would you go?
Because, okay.
I asked him to, though.
So was the guy a nice guy that you went on the
I
date?
don't remember because I don't even remember what happened.
Right,
'cause I was
she's on
falling asleep.
Ambien.
And I look in the corner and there's Benji and his head's down, he's sleeping. And then I don't even know what happened to my date. Then I go over to Benji.
I think Benji, here's how Benji had it in his head, because I'm a dude. Ambien can get you a little bit horny.
No, Howard.
That's
I
what
think,
happened to
yeah, I think he figured you go on Ambien.
He's
Since
trying to drug her to get sex?
Well, not drug her, but yeah, okay, drug her. Like I've done that with Quaaludes with girls.
I
when
mean,
was in
people do
college.
it with alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, I
Howard,
think he was
I
hoping
swear-
to loosen her up a
no,
little, and then she
no.
wouldn't know what she was doing.
Because apparently I told him I wanted to hook up with him that night.
But I didn't try anything.
No.
Because we fell asleep together at the bar, and she was looking at me, and she was like, turning her head back and forth. She was like, maybe I could hook up with you.
I told you that
That got me back on totally waking up, but I was like, I didn't, of course I didn't do anything. But she's asked me, she was worried about getting up in time.
Right. Well, I'm here's.
So
can I
you
be
give
honest?
a person an Ambien.
Well, I told her not to take it. I said, for me, it might take like 2 hours for effect. For her, it might take like 15 minutes. I said to wait till you get home.
So you took the Ambien. You fell asleep during your date.
Right.
And that's it. So now you missed out on the date. The guy probably thought you were weird. Plus, you were
He never
with
called me.
yeah, and you were with Benji.
Right. You got a
You know.
I don't think he saw
stalker.
Benji.
Right. Benji, I'm picking up the vibe that, she thinks you're a fun guy and everything, the way that she thinks some of her girlfriends are fun. But I think you're wasting your time here in terms of a romantic relationship, honestly.
I get what you're saying if, like, my only goal is, like, it has to be her. But every time, whenever I'm with her, I love being around her.
Right.
So I know it sounds real gay, but it's a joy to be around her.
And I mean, you've done everything to impress her. You've even gotten her on the show. I mean, let's face it. I mean, if that doesn't work in terms of getting in her pants, or at least even feeling her up and making out with her, it's never going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
We've even sort of jokingly, but sort of seriously talked about, like, hey, we should move in together, get a bed with like a wall. And honestly, she would get married to me if it was like a non-sexual marriage almost.
Great for you. Oh, that's what you want to be in, a non-sexual marriage.
Well, soul-wise and brain-wise, I'm happy.
I mean, she's real pretty. Certainly the prettiest girl you'd ever date.
I've dated a lot of pretty girls.
Pretty girls before.
No, he's
We've
had pretty
seen
girl-
other girls.
But not,
Howard, every
not
time
as good
going
as
up.
this, though.
All right.
That blonde was pretty cute.
Yeah, she was
And
real
Sheila
cute.
and Tracy.
Sheila
a lot
was
of
cute. But this one's a prize. And she was in a band that almost made, that made it without her, but she was in it.
Well, let me hear some of this music, because he also says that she's so incredibly talented that the world should know her.
Yes. And leave out Billy Joel, but it's like Katy Perry, Lady Gaga. This girl's the next one.
Wow.
All right. I need to hear this.
Aren't you afraid by promoting her? Let's say she is the next
I thought
Lady
of
Gaga.
exactly what you're saying.
You're going to lose
She's going
her.
to blow up today.
Right.
And she's going to probably go on a tour and everything. Yeah, maybe I will, but but that's not. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Oh.
I swear, every time she looks at you, it's almost like she's saying, why can't I convince myself to love this guy?
It's good lighting in here, though. He looks good right now.
He looks good, right?
Yeah.
But you can't always depend on that lighting.
Right, can you carry that light around everywhere?
TV, can you light Benji's apartment so he looks like this? Hey, he doesn't look bad sitting there at his job, right?
Yeah, he looks pretty cool over there.
Well, you know what it is? A guy's always sexier at his job.
It's true.
Stare at him, stand up and look at him a little bit so that you can see. Does he look?
It's a good presentation right now.
Right now, right? Problem is when he gets out of that seat,
yeah.
he looks kind of fucked up.
He doesn't stay there all the time.
Yeah. You're looking, right? I see you looking, trying to be attractive.
You're trying to find it.
It just sucks because the guys that I think are like so hot, they're such jerks, you know?
Right.
So it's like really messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, force yourself to love him.
I'm trying.
Okay. All right, that's good. Mary Ann, who used to be Benji's obsession. This is another girl. Have you ever met her?
I love Marianne. Yeah,
Mary
she's
Ann,
awesome.
yeah. Hi, Mary Ann.
Hey, Howard. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Marianne.
So, Benj, I love you.
Oh.
This is Marianne part 2 plus a guitar. Okay? I mean, it's not happening.
Right. Mary Ann, explain to him, why didn't you fuck Benji? He worked on you for years.
Okay. He is so sweet. We're like best friends now. Like we go to each other's family holidays, but that's what I wanted the whole time. But it took years to get it to the point where he could just accept it as that. But like, I'm like her. Like, I like the hot guy. I go for the bad boy. You know, if someone just automatically wants you and falls for you and you're sort of an obsession, the minute you sleep with them, that's gone.
Mary Ann, was there anything Benji could have done to become the bad boy, the one that you would have wanted?
Oh, God. I don't think so. He's too sweet.
Too sweet. All right. So if he even was a dickhead, but then he's got his looks to contend with, too.
I mean, I think, did I try to do a makeover, Benj? I tried, too. Like, I tried.
She tried to do a
He has
makeover
one
on you?
right now.
You did a makeover on him?
Yeah, look at his like.
For another one of her dates.
Yeah. He I had a date he also went on, and he had to.
Oh my God.
She wants me to be there.
You're sounding,
Why do you-
Richard Nixon did this with Pat, I think.
And he
where
did
he
win her.
would drive her to her date, on her date.
I'll wait
and
for
he
you.
eventually got her.
Do you want me to start driving?
Let me drive you to your date, Pat.
I'll sit here while you fuck that college stud.
I still want to see Benji's heart broken.
Dude, this
No,
is a
she's
heartbreak.
being- I'm very
You're
nice
going,
to Benji. She's
dude,
being completely
you're
honest to me.
I know, but you're going on dates with her? Fucking
No,
man up.
I did want to, but she begged me to.
Dude, look at me. If a girl ever said to me, I've been in bad situations, but no girl's ever said to me, I want you to come on a
She
date with
begged me to go,
Let me
so.
tell you, I would never get into that.
I know,
Wouldn't
and
happen.
She begged
I got
me to
too
go.
much pride.
All right. I do
Benj,
too.
It's a little bit of an obsession, it is.
You're obsessed with her.
Do you think Benji likes to get with women? He sets himself up that women he can never attain, and that's his ultimate prize.
No, that's just all
Have you
women.
ever seen her naked?
Accidentally, not partially on Skype once.
Is it awesome?
She's beautiful. She's one of the. She's gorgeous. Yeah, of course. But I
What
didn't
would
see her
you do to
naked.
her?
She was
What
like
is
in
it
her
you
bra.
tell her you would do to her when you're private? Because you've explained to her what it is you would do to her. What would you do to her?
I would try to make her super, super happy every single day.
Super wet.
Happy.
No, but sexually, what would you do?
How does
to her?
that happen?
I'm not going to go into that now.
Why? You told her.
I don't know, because that's not where we're at right
Cunnilingus,
now.
right? That's your thing. In other words,
I don't.
Have you ever said to her, "Listen, let me just lick you down there and see if you can get into it"?
I'm going to try that later this week.
Has he ever said that to you? Hasn't.
I don't think so.
Not
He
yet.
said it to me.
I can picture him doing that, like going, "Listen, I'm telling you, if I lick you, you'll get turned on."
Well, we made
He
it.
does say that to people.
Well,
I
we
think
made
he actually did say
we
that.
had a
did?
conversation like that
Covered
because
his better
this is where the asexual thing comes from, and I don't believe that anymore completely. But like, Elisa is very like she's. I don't think she's. Have you ever had an orgasm with a guy?
Yes, Benji.
Oh, she told me no.
Well,
I mean,
of course
it's
she
just like-
told you no.
It's just, I don't want to really talk about that stuff like late night over Skype. And
Oh, but
it's like, I don't want
He
to like
wants to
talk
get-
sexy,
All right, so
you know?
I didn't know, but when I believed her.
Did
when
you
she
jerk
told me.
off to her?
No, I haven't
You've
jerked off
never
to her.
closed your eyes and thought about her and jerked off?
I really don't think I have.
Lying.
I'm saying I don't know why.
I'm jerking off to her now. Why ain't you?
I don't know.
All right,
I'm not. I. It's not. I don't know. I look at her pictures and I think she's beautiful.
Right.
And I see her and I think she's beautiful.
You used to jerk off to Marianne, didn't you?
I don't think.
Oh,
I know she's popped in my head, but I don't think. Like I've said before, like
Not
it's
to
hard
completion.
to compete with like Tube Galore and stuff. Those videos.
Right. Let's go to Carlos. You're on the air. Go ahead, Carlos in the Bronx.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Benji, you're fucking delusional. This woman will not fuck you. She's not going to be with you. You're a nutbag. You're treating her like you treated that other girl when she was in the studio. You was staring at her like you wanted to freaking kill her and eat her up. And
Yeah,
she was
isn't
so
Benji's
uncomfortable.
stare kind of creepy? This guy brings up a good point.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
why I was saying, could he be star 80? Like, if
Yeah.
this girl,
No.
he stays in her life, she becomes, like I said, she becomes this regular obsession. All of a sudden, she's now with other guys, and she wants to leave Benji alone. Is he going to lose it?
have your parents met Benji? Oh, your mom talked to him
Well,
on the
he
phone.
asked my mom on the phone what blood type I was because he thought I don't know.
Why would he ask that?
He really thinks I'm this one blood type.
I'm really into O negatives.
yeah.
And I was like, I know she's an O negative.
Was she an O negative?
Her mom was.
Her mom is.
Which is a rare thing. So she has the recessive genes for it,
Yeah.
which I like.
Oh, my God.
I could tell she was.
Bobby, go ahead in Nashville. You're on the air.
Yeah, what's with this Marianne cock blocking? Give this guy some pussy, huh?
What about it? Can you give him some
Give
pussy?
him the pony. Give him the horse cock rap. Let him horse fuck you one time.
What?
Let him horse fuck you?
Yeah, you know the tape he made with the lady in the old folks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, listen. I don't think she's ever going to horse fuck you. I don't even think she's going to kiss you. But that's my guess, and I think she's being honest with you, and I appreciate that. I do. Now, Elisa is going to perform. Elisa Jordana is going to perform. Now, this is from your self-titled album.
Yes.
This song is called Fuck You, I'm Fine. There's profanity in this song. If any kids are at home, get them out of the room. What does this mean, fuck you, I'm fine?
Just basically, it's just I wrote it so like girls, they think about guys like for a long time after you break up.
Right.
And, it just, I don't know, just like I wrote it and it came so naturally and it's just really how I feel.
Right.
So, it's just a song meaning no matter what happens to you, you're always yourself.
I see.
And, just stay strong and don't let anything get to you.
And,
is she making her entire living from music still?
Yeah, I mean, I put songs on like TV shows and commercials and movies. Yeah, so I make money doing that. And, other side jobs. I've got a production company.
So you're in the music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to take a job like selling retail or clothing or something like that. You're actually making a living as a musician.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but Benji needs you to hit it big time.
I know. I have so much pressure now. It's like,
I know. All right, so Benji has instructed you. You're ready to perform now?
Yeah.
Right. He's almost like your manager over there.
He really is.
Yes. All right. Listen, do us a favor and give us a song.
Okay.
Give us Fuck You, I'm Fine. Maybe someone will hear it, and who knows, then you can find a real boyfriend and get rid of Benji.
Oh.
Has he gone around and introduced her to any of the record people he knows?
Yeah, we know record people. Benji, why don't you try that? Maybe then she'll be attracted to you.
No, I have.
All right. Here we go. Take those off because you'll get confused otherwise. And let Scott, the engineer, help you. God help you.
Is that guy hot?
Are you attracted to Scott, the engineer?
I've won 4 Grammys.
He's won Grammys.
A little longer, to be attracted to somebody.
Give her a microphone. Where is everybody? What is this? I can't hear her.
Scott's mesmerized now.
Yeah,
He doesn't
Scott-
remember she needs a mic to talk.
I think Scott likes you, too.
I'd like to Skype you later.
Can you Skype with Scott later after Benji?
You can watch me
I do
sleep
have that
like a
hotel room,
panda.
Yes. Go ahead. Put those headphones on so you can hear us. All right. So here is
Okay, here we
Benji's girlfriend that he wants. We said to Benji, bring your girl in.
Look at him. He's already giving everybody the eye.
What are
Like,
you doing?
now get ready for this.
What are you doing over there, Benji?
She told me she wanted to be able to see me when she played.
Is that true? You want to see him?
Sure.
Sure.
That's what she
never said.
I like looking in Benji's eyes,
All right.
Okay, so.
Did you take piano lessons? Because you're good.
I did, yeah. I used to play classical piano. But it's more fun, writing your own songs. I think
Absolutely. I know. I've written 2 hit songs.
I can't even look at you now. You're wasting all of my time. You're wasting all of my time. I can't even think of you now. I want you out of my sight. I want you out of my sight. But I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure I'm designed to share this kind of love with you, right? And I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure that I like sleeping next to you all the time. 'Cause you're not even the type that I like. You're not even respecting me now. I'm just trying to have a good life. I'm just trying to have a good life. Life. You're even insulting me now. And I know you are addicted to lies. I know you are addicted to lies. But I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure I'm designed to share this kind of love, to share this kind of love with you, right? And I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure that I like sleeping next to you all the time. 'Cause you're not even the type that I like.
Oh, very nice. Good job.
Thank you.
Look at Benji. Oh my God.
Look at him.
Look at him. Like he
See, I
performed.
told you.
He did a good job.
Song kind of reminds me of your situation with Benji. It's
Wasting
like,
all my time.
I was like, why not look at Benji when you sing this song?
Get out of
You're
my
not
life.
even my type. I mean,
No,
really.
but that just shows that I went out with somebody that wasn't my type and it ended up being my type, so you never know.
Right, you never know. Benji should hang in there with you. Well, listen, it's really wonderful to meet you, Elisa. I've heard so much about
Hey,
you. till
Howard.
I'm nauseous. Yes.
Yes.
No. Would you want to, like, she has so many, would you want to hear like 30 seconds of another song?
Now, Benji, look, listen. I like Elisa. I see why you like her. She's a very charming woman. But I'm going to have a talk with you.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to talk now, you want it on after she leaves or whatever.
Could she put the song over?
But I'm going
it,
to
or-
spell it out for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. You're torturing yourself.
Why? Why? Well, if he wants to do this, why not let him go?
Hey, listen.
Play out the thread.
He's a 50-something-year-old man.
50?
He can certainly
Oh,
do
my
whatever
God.
he wants.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Who?
Benji. How old are you?
62. 40s.
I'm joking. He's in his
okay,
40s.
okay.
I'm joking. I was making a joke because he gets uptight. No, what I'm saying is, you're a big boy. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
But you're one
Yeah, I
of
mean,
these
he
guys.
can't turn this off.
You want unobtainable women, and then you think those are the ones you could marry.
That's not true.
She's unobtainable.
For
You're
you.
not getting her.
Yeah. Listen, that's the way you, which is cool.
I could get her in 10 minutes.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
She's not for you. The only reason I can get her is because of who I am.
All right.
She's out of your league.
That's true.
Am I right or am I wrong?
She's arguing over there.
I just want to say one thing. It's not like that, you know, because
I
especially of
understand.
who you are, you have to like make sure the guy really likes you, and he's, you know,
I
it's
hear
like
you. I hear you.
not really
You
like
ain't
that.
you're not going out with him. I'm breaking it to him.
All right.
If I was single, I'd ask you out. We'd have in 10 minutes, we'd be all over each other. Believe me. You know it and I know it. Am I correct? Let's be honest. You know it and I know it. Do you
I'm
know
into
it?
the whole like consistency thing, you know, not just like for
I'm
10 minutes.
consistent.
For
I
10
don't
minutes.
do 10 minutes. I do it. I'll give you a whole night. Are you crazy? No, listen.
Give me 90 months.
I'm a boyfriend. You understand? I'm not a womanizer. I
Right.
respect women. I see
Right.
what he sees in you.
Thank you.
You're not seeing it in him. That's all. You're being honest. I admire that. You're not leading him on. You're telling him, Benji, I'm not into you sexually. I don't know what to tell you. Not attracted to you.
But then again, she does lead him on.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does. Spending all this time with you, Skyping all the time, all of that stuff gives you hope.
Listen, but
that's true.
We like being around each other.
You make a good point.
Sure, but she doesn't want out of it what you want out of it.
I know that, and maybe it'll get to a point where I'm like, it's not worth it. It hurts me too much. But the good feelings I feel are more than that at this point.
So you don't mind her using you?
I don't. She's not
because
using me at all.
Yes, she is.
What?
Yes, she is. She's using you.
Are you using Benji in a way? In a way.
You mean like to be my friend?
Yeah.
Or, well, I mean, I don't think that's using because I give back. I encourage him.
to do things. Like I encouraged him to do the CNN thing, and like I don't know, I just
She loved that.
I loved it. It was so fun. I love being with Benji. He'll do anything,
Didn't you almost get killed?
I think that was her plan.
Like I've instructed I have 3 daughters, and then they'll say to me, "What's with guys? A lot of guys, all they want to do is have sex. They don't want to be friends." And I go, "Listen, let me explain the world to you. This is the way it is. I'm your father. It's like that.
I tell girls that too.
I'm a guy. If I want a friend, I'll call Fafa Fooey. Stare at him."
A lot of the guys in the office are sort of with Robin in the sense that maybe you should just say, "Hey, Benji, you're a good friend, but it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. I'm not Skyping with you. I'm not sleeping in bed with you. I'm not hanging out with you."
Skyping is different than sleep. I don't know.
But maybe
I know, but
maybe she genuinely likes being his friend.
Yeah, but it's too much. She's
So he should
using
stop.
him to even keep other guys at bay. She's taking him on dates. It's ridiculous what they're doing.
Well, maybe you're right.
It does give Benji false hope, although Benji should. The onus is on him to understand it as well.
Can't blame her.
But she should say. Maybe she should say, "Never going to happen." Just so you know, never going to happen. Maybe we.
She told him.
That's why I said the asexual thing.
And by the way,
then she gives him the little, "Oh well, maybe I saw it the other night for a second."
Isn't she
even that
beautiful?
song sort of says, "Hey, I was with a guy I didn't like."
She's a very pretty girl. There's no question.
She's wonderful.
You're in love.
Yeah,
I get that. It's a one-way
But
street.
like I said, it's opened my heart to the fact that if it's not with her, I'm going to find
Then
someone
go
that had the same.
find that person.
Oh, Fred, it's not all
I
like
like when-
gold
I think him and
driven.
Marianne are a very good couple.
I like when Benji starts in with the sex talk with you to get you worked up, and you totally
No, it's
are
not.
repulsed.
That was from when she gave me the impression that she never had gotten off with a guy before.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, can I just tell you one more thing about her being
Tried everything.
asexual, which is really funny. Ronnie had a birthday party the other night. He was at Rick's, so Benji brought her to Rick's, and he goes, "What'd you think of your first time at Rick's?" She goes, "Oh, this is my first time at Rick's. I'm here all the time. I know." She knew the menu.
You go to Rick's a lot?
And it's a fun place. They have good food.
Do you
Lobster.
ever make out with the girls or anything?
No.
Once in a while for fun, like touch the titties and they touch yours?
No, not really.
Why?
I don't really want
Do
that.
the girls come on to you a little bit?
I like talking to them. I mean, they're very
Right.
friendly.
Do they ever try to kiss you?
They try to grab me. I mean, if they do that, that's like nothing. I'll let them do that.
Do you ever Skype with them?
No, I mean, they're not.
You ever
as
been
good
with a girl
conversation.
sexually? That's something you know.
Just trying to
What?
think. It might have been a long time ago.
You might have tried. All right, so you have. So you'd rather be with a girl than Benji.
Depends what girl.
All right, there you go. So there it is.
She's even picky with the girl.
I'll get a sex change for her.
Yeah. Well, look, what am I going to tell you? I wish you luck. Elisa
Thank you.
Jordana. Her self-titled album is available now on iTunes. And for more information, you can go to elisajordana.com. And Elisa has a lot of information about herself there, I guess, right? How you get in contact, how you can give her a record contract, too.
My email's on there.
You wouldn't mind that.
That'd be fun.
And listen, that's it. I mean, there's a lot of people on the phone who basically want to advise Benji. I'll let a couple of them through, and then we'll end this. Tom, go ahead.
Yeah, Benji, you're totally wasting your time, dude. I was with a girl I did the same thing with, got with her. Was 5 years later, she's gone. Big waste of my time.
Did you have a nice time for a couple years?
Yeah, but
I got to tell you, before I was famous, I knew. Listen, I was in the same boat you were. Look at my face. You understand?
But you didn't go this way.
Robin, I'll tell you what. I always had my dignity. There were girls I liked, and there were girls I would hang around and see if something could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But if it didn't happen within 2 to 3 days.
Wow.
2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days. If there was, I could tell if a girl's into me or not. If it didn't happen, that was it. Goodbye. On to the next situation.
Take Howard's advice, Benj.
Listen.
Hey, I'm not dating. I'm dating chicks right now.
All right,
So
okay.
This is someone I love being with.
But this might keep you from having intimacy.
It might.
With other women who actually are into you.
It might. And then if
How long before she says fuck you? I'm fine. Let's be honest.
Aw.
All right. Well, Elisa, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And good luck with the career.
Sure don't want to have 20 seconds of another song.
Why?
It's okay, Benji.
It's so
He's in love. He wants to hear you play every second.
I know.
But like 10 seconds of another song, it's so good.
You do any covers?
No, not really.
You don't like anyone else?
Sometimes.
Sometimes it's more, yeah. Right.
You just got to hear 20 seconds of This Town.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell her to do this town if that's the better song?
Right.
You gotta hear 10 seconds of This Town.
You don't like anyone else?
Sometimes.
I don't know. I was too mesmerized.
All right, do 20 seconds of this town.
Okay.
All right, Benji's going to have a fit, and I got to sit here with him. You don't.
He's got a time bomb.
I like this.
I'm thrown, I'm blown, I'm stoned on life, it doesn't matter. When I close my eyes in the end, I won't remember a thing. So hide your drugs, hide your dirty little sluts, unless they wanna come out and play, yeah, yeah. This town's trying to swallow me up. This town's trying to swallow me up. This town's trying to swallow me up and eat me whole. And I'm gonna let it all go. And I'm gonna let it all go away. Let it all go away. Let it all go away.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You fucking
He's
turn.
grinning at everybody in the room. It's like you can't even look at him while she's playing.
He's turning beat red.
Yeah.
There's that blotchiness that
That
Elisa
brings
talks
her
about.
so much closer to him.
I have a mood face.
Wow, you're in love, dude. Look at you.
Well, it's nice to see Benji in love.
Wow, he's in love. Let him down gently. That's all I can tell
did.
you. All right, go ahead. Yeah, I know. All right, listen, Robin.
You know Howard.
Enough of Benji's
She has
love.
another song. That's kind of
Okay, stop it. Stop it already.
Enough.
Oh, man.
What do you say to him, Fred?
I say, you know what? She's a really nice gal, but Benji, don't waste your energy. If there's someone that you want to find to share your life with, she's not the one. You can have a good time with other people too. Do it with someone that you know there's a future with. There's no future here.
Right.
I don't think that's all about what life's about. I don't.
Well, but your life will be over before you find that person. If you keep
Maybe.
wasting your time
I don't think
chasing a dream.
I'm not wasting my time.
You are.
All right. Well, you're wasting our time. All right.
He
thank
doesn't
you.
know he's wasting his time.
Yeah, right. Leave him alone.
He'll
He's
find
fine.
out.
Fuck me, I'm fine. fine.
Well, you know, you're very lovely. I'm glad I got to meet you. I see why Benji's so attracted to you in all of this. But look, I'll talk. I'll make
You
it.
think you can talk him down?
Yeah. I'll talk him down. And everyone remember Elisa Jordana, and check her out at, what do you call it, Angels and Kings of Manhattan, November 18th. And go see Benji there, too. Sit in front row, staring at her like a mental patient.
That's a show in itself,
right.
watching Benji watch her.
That's the video. Good job.
Thank you. That was very fun. Where do I go?
How many years of piano lessons did you take?
I started when I was 4, so.
Wow. But you learned well.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you so
great
much for
job.
having me.
Yeah, no, it was fun. And I don't know, maybe you and Benji will get together. And we'll be at your wedding.
Pleasure to meet
So nice
you.
to meet you.
Thank you for coming in, and good luck to you and Benji.
You two make a nice couple.
Thank you, Benji.
Bye, thank you.
No problem.
Good luck with everything. And I feel for you with that story with the band you're in.
Oh, thanks.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. It's okay.
Are they in touch with you at all or no?
Actually bumped into one of them at the Guitar Center the other day.
Yeah.
Not really.
You play guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, you're very talented.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Couple more pictures?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, there's two guys.
No meeting today.
Right.
Thank
I
God.
just remember.
I know.
Oh, no. What the fuck am I thinking?
The only thing I need a meeting for
Is it this Tuesday? Hold on, I'm spaced out. How do I...
Could take a picture of you?
You know what? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
Okay.
You were great. You did a great job.
Thank you.
You wearing lifts?
No, I'm on my toes.
Awesome. Thanks. Let me take one more.
Oh, no,
Make sure I got one with the flash.
We don't really.
I said that. It's like next week or something.
We don't really need a meeting,
Okay.
except at some point we do. In the next 3 weeks, we have to figure out what the sound bites are that we're going to put up. Should I put up a note and start collecting some ideas?
Yeah, that would help.
Went so fast.
We need some real killer ones. It really did. Stuff that, you know, Richard Salad.
Yeah, he was just saying that because we're.
No, you'll see it. You'll hear it.
Really?
Come here, you two.
Okay. And she's reassuring me right now.
Benji has to be in the conference too.
Elisa, you were just saying Benji's reassuring you. What are you feeling right now?
I was just like, I didn't know how it went so fast, you know. I just like, I don't know what happened. It's like a blur. So Benji's telling me I did a good job.
Incredible job.
I thought you did a great job as well. I mean, it's got to be tough as a performer to sing this early in the morning, and you came through.
Yeah, I was very nervous about it. Let me tell you about it. Now that I did that, I feel like I could do anything. So that's positive.
Now let's get in.
Almost anything.
Are you both going to heed Howard's advice? I mean, he seemed to sort of intervene and break down your relationship for you and really kind of strip away some of the misconceptions that maybe the two of you are feeling about each other.
Well, what I don't understand is why can't like a guy and a girl be friends? Like, what? Why is that not possible? I don't understand that. I have lots of guy friends that I'm close with. So.
Well, I don't think it's the fact that a guy and a girl can't be friends, but
Yeah.
I mean, Benji's made it very apparent that he's into you as more than a friend.
Yeah, but it's room to grow. You know, you never know.
So that window of hope is still open.
Yeah, sure.
The window's way down the hall, though.
Benji, is that what keeps you from letting go? The fact that
No.
there's that little grain of hope?
Maybe it's a little bit, but like I said on the show, normally I have so much fun around her and I feel so happy, so that outweighs when I get sad about it.
Because Benji, I know since you've been single in the last few years, you know you've dated a fair amount, and you've had.
And I'm not dating now. That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing. You've had women. I've seen women, you know, come here just to meet you.
Really?
I remember there was. I remember there was an artist who really liked you from a few years ago. I mean, you're obviously a very talented guy.
I know people that like him.
Yeah, I mean, he's as much as they tease him in there. I mean, he's a great guy, and there are women that want him. Why can't you just, like Fred said, move on and find that woman who likes you as much as you like her, like a more of a mutual love?
I'm not. It's like you guys are so quick to say, "Oh, kill that dream" and everything, or you know, you have to, like Howard always says, "Oh, well, you're not making money at that fun hobby. Why are you doing that? You're wasting your time." I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. So if I feel like that, then I will. You know.
But a hobby or a dream isn't reciprocal. Love is. It has to be.
Well, I actually, like I said, I think deep down she has feelings for me. Not exactly romantic, but I know she has feelings, and I know she gets sad about that she's not attracted to me. So you never know.
So give it time.
That's such a sad statement, right there. It's like, no.
I mean, we've been out to dinner. She gets real sad, like you know. So.
It bums you out, Elisa, the fact that you're not able to love him as much as he may.
No, I love him, but.
But romantically.
Yeah.
You hardly know him. How could you love him?
Yeah, he's a lovable guy.
We spend Ronnie, you don't know how much time we spend together.
No, but even if you meet somebody for a week, like I fall in love, but I could love somebody, you know.
I understand what you're saying, but it's not the love that he's thinking.
Right. But it could be different, you know. Some friends feel differently about each other, you know. It doesn't have to be exactly the same.
You're gonna get hurt, man. That's all I know.
I would never hurt him. That's the thing.
But you don't realize it. You are, in a way.
Oh, Ronnie.
No, you are.
Ronnie, it's not. I mean,
Because you got different feelings. Don't you get it?
It's okay though.
I'm not trying to be nasty about it. I'm just telling you.
No, I know.
That you have way different feelings. I've been there. I've done this a long time ago.
But what I've said is, it's great to be open to that. To realize that you can have feelings like that.
Yeah, but you think you're gonna turn her around?
Sometimes I think that. Sometimes I think.
Well, I wish you luck,
that
man.
way.
I wish you luck.
Thanks. But did you
She's
like
a
her
great
song?
girl. She sings great.
Did you hear "Fuck You, I'm Fine"?
Yeah, I love
Did you hear "This Town"?
Yeah, I heard it.
You got to hear "You're So Beautiful."
She's very good.
You're in love. It's a great one.
I'm in love.
You're in love. No, it's a great, incredible. You're in love.
I'm in love.
You're so in love.
Yeah, you're so in love. Yeah. Actually, that song is very similar to our situation in a way. So. All right.
All right, you two.
Okay.
Hope everything gets figured out.
Thank you.
Kiss her goodbye.
I will.
That's it?
It was incredible. Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you at the hotel later.
See you in our room. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it for another night, right?
All right.
Not even a kiss on the.
No, there's no kissing
Lisa,
and friends.
I mean,
Alicia,
Lisa.
you call me.
Yes, there's a kiss.
A little.
I'm kissing both.
I'm gonna walk you to the door.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You want-
I
you
gotta
have
get my
her?
stuff. I gotta get all my
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
I obviously see that there are sort of confusing feelings for him. You like him mostly as a friend, obviously. They went over all of that inside. If you were to quantify the percentage of chance Benji has, what would you put it at?
Chance for what?
For taking the relationship to a romantic level?
It's gotta be like a year. I need like a year to like figure it out. You know?
Now, in your past relationships, I know you mentioned some guys that you know maybe started out as friends. You mentioned one particular relationship where after 3 years you hooked up and all that. But in most of your past relationships,
It takes me like 6 months.
really, you don't instantly like someone or feel an
I do,
attraction
but
to someone?
those people I instantly like and I'm instantly attracted to, that never ends good, you know? Because then, you know, you just hook up with them right away, then they never talk to you again. So I'd rather have a Benji-like situation where you're not as attracted to the person, and then, you know, it develops over time. I'd rather that.
Would you say the lack of, you know, sexual attraction is mostly due to Benji's looks, or is it just more of a connection thing?
If he was like my style of look, we'd be married right now.
What's your style of look?
Like, you know, like a tall, like lanky, kind of like Jewish looking with like a scruffy, you know, face, and I don't know, skinny.
Really?
Yeah.
So he just needs to grow a little bit, lose some weight, and not shave as
No,
much.
but I can learn to love Benji. Just give me a year. Have me back in a year, and we'll see what happens.
All right, I'll remember this.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by, Lisa.
No problem.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Benj, do you think that today's segment made you look at her in a different light? That, you know, with all of your friends and coworkers,
It made me a little sad. Like, I did get a little sad during it, like, because there is something sad about it. But, you know, we'll see.
seems like that window's still cracked open, though. It seems like you are lovable enough that she could come around.
Thanks.
But the fact that she's
Tell her
not
that.
instantly attracted to you, does that make you think that it might be a
'cause I don't-
disingenuous thing? With
No. Because I think, to me, like, looks are important to me, but I think that's the least important thing of a connection.
Although, I have to say, I don't necessarily see Benji hanging out with people who are not that attractive, who might be musically talented as well, and he's not Skyping them, and he's not hanging out with them or going on dates with them.
I'm very attracted to her looks. That's no question. But what I'm saying is, I say for me, a look has to meet a certain criteria, and then once it's beyond that, it's the personality is much more important. Like, you know,
the initial attraction is based on physicality, but then once it gets
what I'm saying is it has to meet that. The threshold of looks to me is lower than the threshold of personality.
You're like Herman Cain explaining his view on abortion.
What if she comes to you and says, "Look, Benji, I've been thinking about it. I do love you. Want to be in a relationship with you. Get into bed with her. She looks great and everything.
I've worried about that.
Now you have sex with her, and it's not horrible, but
it's not. I know it's not. It's not
loving.
that wow.
It's like not like. It's like she lets you put it in. You fuck her in 2 seconds.
I've thought of that. That's why. I mean, it's completely possible. I mean, I would. You know.
No, but it's possible that you'd be willing to put up with that because you love her.
He would. I don't know.
Why
That's
not?
hard.
Like,
But I do.
if
I always
sex is
say to
not
her
the
like,
thing.
it's not like we don't. Like I said, we joked about like, you know, we can date and not have sex, and like be married and not have sex, and I can have sex with other girls and stuff. So.
I like how you're buying into sex is not the thing. Sex is the thing.
No, it's not.
No, I'm saying, what if it's sexual, but it's not great?
I'm saying he's saying sex is not the thing, but I'm saying standing over here,
No, but
sex is.
it is, but it's not the
it's
only
really not,
thing
yeah.
with him. He's saying. So I'm saying, what if the sex was not great, but it was passable?
That's interesting. Like I don't.
Passable. What if it just sucked?
Well,
Have you ever
passable.
been with a girl that sucks?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
A ton of times you just get the fuck out.
I don't know. Really, I like the emotional.
And what is your debt? What?
I will tell you.
Hey now. Posing some tough questions to Benji. You know, I said to Benji, I said, what if this Elisa turns to you It says, okay, Benji. I gave him a theoretical, hypothetical situation.
Okay.
Benji is cockstrong.
I said, Benji, let's say Elisa, for some reason, has a change of heart. She says, look, Benji, now
This
I
is
feel...
it. I love you.
I love you and I feel sexual toward you. He goes, okay. So they get into bed, they have sex, and the sex is okay. In other words, it's not the best sex you ever had, but it's passable. It's like okay, whatever that definition is. Would you just move on and say, this is not the girl for me? Or could you just like say, you know what, she's so great in so many areas that the sex doesn't have to be the thing?
Mediocre sex is okay.
Well, I've never been with a hot girl and the sex was bad. Because I think if I'm attracted to her, I like it so much, it's good. I've been the opposite, where a girl is not incredible looking or not as hot, but it's like, holy shit. Like, this is like, something's amazing about the physical connection. If it was passable, at least the way I feel now, if it wasn't the best sex of my life,
right?
But it was like, yeah, like normal, nice, and
You could put up with that the rest of your life?
I feel like I could right now, but that's why you date a little bit and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me,
Gary said he's been with chicks who have bad sex. I said, what is your definition of bad sex with a woman? Like, what is bad sex? And he goes, well, she had a hairy belly. I go, no. That's a physical...
That's a physical thing.
I mean, what is bad sex with a woman?
To me, it's if a girl doesn't enjoy it, which, I mean, if you think that she really is not into it.
Right. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there where I feel like it's just kind of a dud.
Yeah.
And that's the worst. I wouldn't stay with a girl like that for 2 seconds. But let's say it's passable. Like, what is passable sex?
What's passable?
Or what's bad sex to you?
Well, bad, like the chick that I was with in college, she was like, she was doing her own thing. I can't explain it.
She wasn't with you at all.
Yeah, she was like doing her own thing. She was like just trying to get off, but not necessarily being with me.
Right.
And it was sort of like, she was like in this whole other place. It was just like, and it wasn't like some chick I picked up. You know what I mean?
Right.
We were like a couple, but she was like doing her own thing. And she was sort of like, I don't know, a little, she felt a little funny.
She felt funny.
What,
Yeah.
She was like, a pussy was too big?
Sorta.
And what is it? And what do you mean she's doing her own thing?
I can't explain it, but there was no connection when we were having sex. You know what I mean?
Right.
No connection whatsoever. It was like she was like in a different place, just trying to get off, as opposed to like being with me.
I see. That's bad sex.
It was to me. We did it a couple of times, and I said, "This
isn't working."
We were dating. Like I wasn't in love with her. I liked her, and I was like, "This is bad sex. I'm just gonna not do this
Move
anymore."
on. Yeah, move on.
And she was hot? Like, you found her really hot?
I was attracted to her.
Yeah. So, you would stay with her if the sex was bad?
If the sex was bad, that I didn't enjoy that aspect of my life, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Right now, I just, yeah.
Have you had bad sex with a guy, Robin?
Oh, yeah.
And is the sex bad because he comes too fast?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's like, if I'm not into the guy,
Yeah.
I don't care what he's doing.
You mean you thought you were into him, you get into bed with him.
You're sort of like, I'm
me
on the
see.
fence about this.
Right, let me see what happens. And you try it out.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh my God, this is
as bad as
torture.
I thought it would be.
Okay. But you go through with it because you don't want to be rude.
Well, you try to get through it.
Right. Good for you. You know
Yeah,
you're
you
special.
almost feel like you started this. You might as well finish.
Right. I'm not going to be a complete asshole here and kick you out.
Yeah, I don't want
Go
to
ahead and
tell
come. Go
this
ahead.
person that I'm having a miserable time.
Right.
Fuck me, Robin. I'm coming.
All right, Robin. What else is in the news?
Let everything hang out.
I'm just thinking of you in bed with a guy you're not that into. And he's fucking you, and you just can't wait for him to get out.
Let her go fuck me.
This guy was trying to impress me.
Right.
And he's like doing all kinds of tricks.
What kind of tricks?
I don't know. Just, you want to keep changing positions.
I know.
All that stuff you do if you're really into it.
Go ahead and fuck now.
And I just said, could you just finish?
Did you say that? Ay vey.
Because I just couldn't stand it anymore.
Let it feel good. Go ahead and fuck it now.
And later he was like, no girl has ever said.
You're gonna fuck me hard.
They were probably thinking it.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck yes.
Gary, you've seen Benji since he was a young intern who occasionally
I saw him when he was a young intern, when he first got to me when he was 32, when he was a young puppy.
I mean, you've seen him go through all types of phases, even wearing
forms of African garb and,
That's true.
and such. Now, you know, he's a little bit more mature, but he's just hasn't nailed down this women thing. He really, I mean, do you just want to take him aside and pull him aside and tell him that he has no shot and that?
No, because he sort of knows. He's old enough. Like we were talking during the break, every one of us have been through it. No one can ever talk you out of it. You figure it out on your own, hopefully sooner than later. And you know, you never want to be that asshole that goes, fuck her, she's no fucking good, blah, blah, blah. Because then all of a sudden she could wake up one day and marry him, and then you're really the asshole.
Because you've already said too much.
Yeah, you've already said too much. But every guy has to figure this out on his own. Good friends can tell you only so much, and you know he clearly doesn't want to hear it.
Now you've done the infamous "I love you" tape and that whole thing. Isn't this kind of a form of that? I mean, this is sort of the same thing.
It's. I mean, does he look like a fucking spineless pussy? Yeah, it's very much a form of that.
But at least you had that girl. She was
and by the way, I got her back after that tape.
Exactly, and she was once yours to begin with. This girl's never been his,
That's
and
right.
he's still relentlessly pursuing.
If he loves her, he should let her go, and if she doesn't come back, then he'll know.
If you love it, set it free, man. Set it free.
If she returns, it was meant to be.
No, it's one of those things. But I've been through this in Benji's position with a girl. You know, I'm trying to remember like a girl that you just have a huge crush on, and you just sort of hang around, and you know you help her with her homework. I remember in college, like help her with her homework, or I took notes for you in my class, or whatever it is. You know, all the shit that you wouldn't even do for your best fucking friend, in the hopes that you might get, you know, your dick touched, and nothing happens.
Exactly, because he's acting like her big sister or her best friend. Yeah.
You're too nice. You're too attainable. You know, the best thing he could do is walk away and never call her again. He should walk away today and just stop taking her fucking calls for like a month. And I'll bet you when he turns his phone on in a month, there'll be 1,000 messages from her.
Now that I have you alone, you just attempted to talk some sense into Benji.
Right.
What are you seeing from this chick?
I'm seeing she seems like a nice girl. I'm also seeing Benji has a lot more feelings for her than she has for him. It's kind of like a Ganji type thing, like a friendship deal. You know,
they act like they're big sister.
Every girl's best friend type
they
thing.
Act like their older sister, like they're
right, exactly. And she's she's enjoying it. She's having a good time with him. Obviously, he's taking her out for dinner. He's enjoying himself, but he's trying to make it work in a different way than I think she is. You know, she, takes him on a date, and that's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, and first of all, for him to do that himself, to go, he's lowering himself to be like a total moron in a way. You know, to go to sit there and watch the girl that he's dreaming about having a relationship with, being on a date with another guy. How could you put yourself through that?
It's bizarre. But do you think she's being, opportunistic? Do you think she's trying to use him at all?
No, because I don't think she's using him. Here's the reason I don't think she's using him. He pursued her.
Right.
And he's impressing her by bringing her up here, taking her on a tour, bringing him on to Jenny Hutt's show, which he shouldn't have done. He knows that. She hasn't been on this show yet. She was scheduled on this show today, and he took her and put her on another show yesterday just to impress her, to run in front of the CNN camera and carrying on just to impress her. You know, he's making a little bit of a fool out of himself.
Do you think if he was more aloof, if he tried to be a little bit more standoffish?
I think if he tried to be a little more bad boy type, I think that's what she's more into. More than like the guy who's sweet. Because that's what she kept saying. He's too sweet. He's too sweet. He's sweet. Marianne said the same thing.
A little more skull and crossbones, a little less...
being
overalls.
Every girl's best friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hey, you don't want to hang out with me? Fuck you.
I'll find someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let me put some Mambo on and get out of here.
Yeah, a little spray and on your way.
I hear you, man. That's good advice. Hopefully he'll listen to.
He's not going to listen. That's the problem. Benji does not listen. He's got to find out the hard way for himself. And unfortunately, he's going to get his heart broken, probably. Feel bad for him.
What do you think? You think Benji's going to... No.
He's going to get hurt. He's going to hurt himself. He's actually going to hurt himself.
I tell you, the staff reaction of this, you know, the question is he blinded by the vagina, or is she using it?
No. She's not using
She's being
it.
upfront, though.
Yeah.
She's saying, I'm not into you.
But she's an idiot. No, but she's not using him because the fact is, he brought her here. Right. She's not using him. He brought her to Jenny's show last night here. He brought her all around here.
He's a yenta.
You know what it is?
He's trying to impress her, but it's not going to work that way.
When a guy knows the chick's out of his league, he goes everywhere.
Right.
I love this.
He's got so many issues.
It's not going to work that way.
You guys ought to do an intervention.
Oh, please.
I try to talk to him. He won't listen. You know, Benji never listens to anything.
He's cocksure. What case is
Cockstrong.
Cockstrong.
We're getting ready for your girl coming in. Your girlfriend's coming in. You excited?
I'm very excited.
Okay, so you might tape her sound check.
Oh, Jordana. Jorda.
You're gonna check. You're gonna do her sound check. You record it, or we'll have someone record you.
Right.
Sound check. What are you doing this for?
What do you mean?
This isn't usually the norm. Like people come in the morning of and rehearse, like all the big names and stuff. And
that's not true. We have a lot of people do sound checks.
Yeah.
I know, like, no, she's just more comfortable. It's like her first time. She's nervous.
Yeah.
And it makes, you know, it's like if you were the first time you're ever using a camera, you might want to try it out for a second first.
Why doesn't she come in with her people?
She doesn't have people.
You're her people.
Well, I mean, she will have people.
All right.
Okay.
We'll take care of it. All right, you'll let us know. So all you gotta do, Benj, is that's it. It's the button right over here. See?
Yeah.
That's you turn it on.
Show me.
We're gonna do the whole thing. That's stop and start, right? Whoever's doing it, record, and the numbers are moving.
Okay. So
yeah, you could just hit it again, but make sure you always want to make sure the numbers are moving here.
Okay.
Matt, do you know where a battery for this is? A fresh one.
Behind that rack.
All right.
It's rack.
Now, is that better than an iPhone?
What?
To record on that. Is that easier for you?
Yeah, this will be much easier for us. All right.
All right.
All right.
Turn the silver button from off to on.
You just put in a Google.
Shoot. Always shoot wide.
Contour HD.
You hit the start stop that to record and make sure the numbers are moving.
Right.
It's recording. The numbers are moving. Now it's recording. That's moving. So it's recording.
Okay.
Okay, so you're on now.
Can't even look at you now. You're wasting all of my time. You're wasting all of my time. You know what? I sound better in this than like regular, I think.
Okay, cool.
I sound better, yeah. I can't even look at you now. You're wasting all of my time. You're wasting all of my time. I can't even think of you now. I want you out of my sight. I want you out of my sight. But I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure I'm designed to share this kind of love, with you, right? And I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure that I like sleeping next to you all the time. 'Cause you're not even the type that I like. You're not even respecting me now. I'm just trying to have a good life. I'm just trying to have a good life. You're even insulting me now. And I know you are addicted to lies. I know you are addicted to lies. But I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure I'm designed to share this kind of love, with you, right? And I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure that I like sleeping next to you all the time. 'Cause you're not even the type that I like.
Hey, Lisa, this is Jason.
Hey.
Hey, Jason.
Jason actually might be in here tomorrow.
Oh, great.
I will definitely be in here
Like
tomorrow.
taking pictures. That's
I'll
what.
come and say hi and meet you. Benji.
Well, I mean, like indoor.
Crazy.
I know,
I'm
that's
glad
not
you don't
practicing.
disappoint. Yeah. Oh, you better be here all night. I mean, you sound great.
I know.
But
Oh my
Benji
God,
made. Really, you need to bring it.
I really need to bring it. I know, but this is good that sound's going in and out, because if that happens, I need to be ready.
Is the sound going in and out?
Going in and out.
Yeah, it's going off and on.
Just right now?
That
No,
might
like
be that
before
wire.
it's playing.
Is that the wireless? Maybe because.
Oh, maybe this plug wasn't in all the way. Hold on.
Could be.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, I have
Yeah, those won't be the headphones you're using tomorrow.
They're not.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
they're not.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
We'll make sure they're plugged in all the way.
Try now.
Okay. Yeah, because
What is it usually?
I thought they used the wired headphones.
Where would they wire them from?
I don't.
Because yeah, it was going like in and out. So.
Continuously?
Yeah.
Like off and on? You know what? The batteries probably need to be replaced in that,
Oh.
which they usually do every morning. So we'll make
I mean, I'll remind Scott tomorrow morning to triple check that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you sound great. I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm really excited.
Oh, cool, cool. I read your notes. Very good stuff. So it should be awesome. But Benji, it's all about Benji.
Interesting. Thanks, man.
Yeah, Benji's a star.
Benji's the star. Cool. All right. Well, have fun. Good song.
Thank you.
And I guess that's it. Benji, need me for anything?
If you want, if you're well, she was, you know, you don't have to.
No.
Whatever he wants to do.
No, I gotta go.
He's-
Oh, okay,
'Cause I gotta
have
be here earlier tomorrow. What time are you coming in?
Like 6:30.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Well, it's nice meeting you.
Very nice to meet you.
Awesome. Ben, I'll see you later.
See you, man.
Chris, I'll see you later.
All right.
Chris, I'll blame Scott for anything that goes wrong. Don't worry about it.
Well done.
Does it feel good?
You know what? It felt pretty good. Even like that when that was happening, it was fine.
Okay.
Let me try that again. Well, I should do it again, right? A lot of time.
As much as you want, I'm cool. Do you want anyone else in here like to watch? To help?
Just gonna get a little headphone function here.
Do you want me to get other people in there?
I can't even look at you now. You're wasting all of my time. You're wasting all of my time. Time. I can't even think of you now. I want you out of my sight. I want you out.
It's
just recording now.
Okay. So this is my friend Elisa. You can say hi.
Hello.
She's doing a sound check. She has a lot of experience as a musician, but this is the first time she'll be playing like solo with spotlighted on the radio. So she's very nervous, even though she's very talented, and she wants to practice as much as possible. And that's Chris is setting up the sound. Chris Gibbons, who's often mentioned on the show. And go for it.
Okay.
I'm Benji. This is Sarah's filming.
Hello.
I can't even look at you now. You're wasting all of my time. You're wasting all of my time. I can't even think of you now. I want you out of my sight.